100,000 on a fee.
Tiger Nation, DI Love family, Guard the Yard crew. Listen, this is Coach O, your assistant head coach of JSU football. I had to bring in a special guest today to help me relay this message to you. We are less than how many days though?
90.
90 days. We're less than 90 days away from kickoff in Atlanta, Georgia. ABC, your Tigers gonna be live. But guess what? Before we get to that point, we gotta take care of the vet first. We're gonna fill up our stadium before we fill up somebody else's, right? So this is what I need from you. I need you to go do what, Zoe?
Get your damn tickets.
Listen, we sold over 6,000 season tickets last year, but this is your homeboys now. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. The head coach is from Macomb, Mississippi. These your people. And we are in the building ready to rock and roll. So Zoe, what do we need them to do?
Get your damn tickets.
Today, tomorrow, money order, check, cash, it don't matter. Just go to the vet and purchase
your mother tickets.
Guard the Yard. Can't wait to see you this fall. We got 4 homecomings. 4 homecomings, not just one. Be there for all of them. Let's go.
What's good? What's good? What's up, Tiger Nation? What's up, everybody? Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Y'all know what to do, man. Welcome to another live stream by yours truly and the squad, man. Just got everything set up, getting ready to rock and roll, man. Looking all glistening over here. What's good, everybody? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. It was a rather adventurous weekend for me and my family. I appreciate everybody for all of the prayers and everything, man. I appreciate everybody. Zoe will be on at the 30-minute mark. Just needed a little bit more time to get in, get situated so he can get on. But y'all know, show must go on. Apologize for a few minutes. Y'all know how it is when getting off the road, man. I had a tumultuous journey trying to get back to this side of the world. And yeah, man. Yeah, I made it to the crib, man. Made it to the crib. And it's on and popping, man. So yeah, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and get this thing fired up. Got some things I want to talk about tonight. Got a lot, action-packed show, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Had a great trip, man. It was great being home for the weekend. For the week, rather. And let me see, man. What's wrong with my file, man? Come on now. Don't be tripping now. Don't be tripping now. You're trying to trip on me, man. I got some things I want to talk about. See if I can get this thing to upload. Continued blessings. Appreciate you, man. I'm going to get into that. Today going to be, y'all know how we do on Mondays, man. You know how we do. And whenever it's me, I get to freelance, man, and just kind of, come to the folks, come to the family, chop it up. Gonna do something a little different. I will say this. Jericho, what's up? Y'all make sure y'all get them tickets, man. Today, the last day to purchase tickets, I put out a tweet. Got a call from the ticket office today. Just wanted us to make sure we touch on that. So when I was on the phone with the ticket office, They were saying at the time we were like a handful of tickets shy. We're getting close to the number that we sold last year. I think we can do it if you bought a season ticket and if you want to buy some more, buy some more. You got the link is going to be, you can buy season tickets up until tomorrow. Like tomorrow, you're going to see single game tickets go on sale. You will not be able to purchase season tickets after today. So Vaughn says she's going to leave it open all night. So if you have intentions on getting season tickets, please, 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 please go ahead and do so. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. 1 second, y'all. Give me a second. Y'all know how this little equipment be. Let's do it this way. Make sure I got everything. We got to be all. Now my camera done switched up on me. Don't worry. It's all good, man. It's all good. Hang tight, y'all. There we go. This thing got real ugly on me just then, didn't it? Don't know why I keep doing that. Yeah, that's real strange. Oh well. Did that to me last time. I hate when they do this like midstream. But anyway, we're gonna rock and roll. It'll come back. Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure my battery was plugged up because I didn't want to have to deal with this in the middle of the show. So it's better to do it now than y'all just gonna have to see this because I'm just getting back, getting everything unpacked, getting everything up and rolling so I could use this stuff. Because I know how it is, man. I don't care if you see me. You just need to hear me because I got a lot I want to talk about tonight too. Y'all know what it is. So just bear with me just a second. So I'm gonna filibuster a little bit until my brother come on, and then we're gonna really get into some stuff. What's going on out there, man? Talking to a few folks, man. It seemed like YouTube done turned into roughing the Swac out here, man. Everybody beefing and all kind of stuff going on, man. Y'all got to make sure we keep the main thing. We less than 30 days away from football. Who is Dion? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here one time. I'm gonna tell y'all like this right here, man. Y'all know I don't play like that over here, bro. So if you come in my chat, you got one time to act. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and bless you, Dion. I don't even know who it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get you out of here now. Yeah, we don't play that. So y'all know I don't get down like that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So we're not gonna do the spam in the chat. Y'all some lame ass people, bro. Like I'm gonna just tell you that to you straight up in front. Y'all so lame, man. Get y'all something to do. I ain't never in my life seen so many people that spend their time on airwaves and you ain't stopping nothing. You ain't slowing nothing down. You ain't changing the program. It's business as usual. And I'm going to say something to everybody that got a platform that cover Jackson State. Man, stop wasting time with these folks. Y'all, if y'all ain't learned enough, listen. Man, bless these folks. Bless them like they just sneezed. Bless them. I don't care. Let me tell you something, because this is what I ain't looking for. I ain't looking for no approval from nobody. Not that outside of Jackson State. We tend to JSU business. This is a JSU sports chat. That's all I want to talk about. I don't even want to talk to these folks. Like I have no interest in talking to you about your school. I don't want to beef with you. I don't want to go back and forth with you. I don't want nothing. I'm out. I am officially out of the banter game when it comes to this platform and anything we got going on. This is not the place for it. I ain't engaging. So I want you to say something. I double dog dare you to say something. You get one comment. And when you do, you out of there. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to learn that this ain't, I don't know where you be going and what you be doing and all that old good old stuff. But this platform right here is not the place to come in my chat. And I watch the chat. I don't know about nobody else. I pay attention to it. I don't want to see none of it because I got people that invest their time and energy and money into this platform. I'm not going to let you come in and disrupt my, because some of my folks out here, I have to protect them from themselves. See, they don't know how to go and watch and not watch stuff that make them feel bad and make them feel frustrated and all this old good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got all the stuff they wanted, but this is not the place to come to. I'm trying to I have given y'all forewarning. I ain't gonna be. Get out of line, boy. I love me some. Let's see. Okay, sis. But anyway, we're gonna get back on track. I just had to make sure I put that disclaimer out. Y'all gonna come on in there. I don't care what you say. Cause here's what I ain't gonna do. If you're talking about me in the see what I do. I left them groups a long time ago. So I don't hear none of these people say. I don't see what they say. If y'all don't come over here and tell me what these folk talking about, hey Tiff, come on up, man. If you're in the chat, you want to come on up, let me know if you want to come on up. We can go and get started with you right now. I'm gonna drop the link for you. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna drop the link. I ain't gonna do that to you. I'm gonna send it to you. So I'm gonna do this to you now. And I got, we may have somebody that hop up on here that I wanna. Let me see. Let me go. I'm gonna text you the link, and all you gotta do is hit this link. You can stay off camera. You can come on camera. It's up to you. But we got stuff we gotta talk about tonight. We're gonna get into it. Hey, there we go. Y'all, I want to introduce y'all. This lovely lady right here, Miss Tiffany Horde, is the president of the Blue Bengal Athletic Association. Been in conversations with her. No camera. You don't have to be on camera, but you definitely can come on up. I know Zoe probably gonna kick me for this because I know but you talk to him. And as y'all know how we get down, man. We've been talking about just collaborating with all of the powers to be at the university, those that are in the room, making some things moving and shaking at the university. And we can do a lot of things individualistically, but I feel like when you start finding yourself doing things and then you say, wait a minute, let me just take the time to find out like who's really doing this from a university standpoint. And when you talk to the right people, they'll tell you we're doing this. So, oh yeah, there we go. I'm gonna shut up. Hey sis.
What's up? How you doing?
What's going on? I'm good. Welcome. I just wanted to. We talked. Go ahead and Zoe know we already chopped it up earlier, but he kind of running a little behind. But I wanted to go ahead and I wasn't sure if you're gonna come on tonight, but you know what we talked about. But I feel like this is a great venue to kind of have this conversation because one of the things that we've been, what we've been trying to do and what we have been doing and what we've done. We've had discussions, but through having a conversation with you and I guess eradicating some of our ignorance about what exactly the Blue Bengal Athletic Association is doing, how long it's been around, how to be a part of it, those types of things, all it takes is a little effort to find that out, you know what I mean? And then when you have that conversation, it's like, wait a minute, we're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
So
this is
we need to collaborate and figure out how we can take the entity that's already doing it and strengthen that so we can put our efforts into other areas where, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do the same thing. If we got energy to do something, we can do things in other spaces that where we're not stepping on all the toes. So I'm gonna shut up, let you introduce yourself, and then we'll proceed.
Well, like you said, I'm Tiffany Horde Aaron, president of Blue Bengals, JSU alum, JSU employee, JSU everything. So, it is what it is, but I appreciate all the help that you guys have been giving us. We are down to, I think, no, it's less than 14. So maybe like 10 seats left on the plane. So that's good.
10 seats left on the plane to Miami. So y'all hear that now. We got 10 seats. Man, come on, y'all. Who ain't got their flight to Miami? If you in the chat, I'm gonna let her jump back into it. But y'all make sure y'all connect with Tiffany so we can make sure we get them last 10 seats. Boy, I wish I can get on that plane, but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna get there a day early, so because I'm coming from over here. But keep going.
Well, fly back to Jackson with us, But let's just get it.
Wait, whoa. Yeah, I might be able to pull that off. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to get with you on that. Cause I got to get, especially after we stomp them snakes.
Exactly.
So especially after we whoop them again. It's gonna be fun going back. But go ahead.
I'm just trying to keep it moving, keep it live. You know how it is. But I appreciate the help. We are trying to increase membership. We are trying to continue to grow, get our numbers back up, and there's strength in numbers. Like you said, there's so many small groups popping up, and it's like, why are you popping up to do something when you could have just joined one of the two groups that have been here forever? When I say two, of course, that's Blue Bengal and Tiger Fund. But we are the official booster club for all JSU athletics. We are on file with university, IHL. So we are the official booster club, 501c7. That is our designation. We handle in-kind gifts, which is where we ran into each other the other day, me dropping off stuff for the fuel station to the teams, well, to the students. So that's just what we do. And every dollar goes towards that. Like, I think 96% of all our funds actually are turned back over to athletics.
Wow.
You can go out there to the state attorney general's office and look at the charitable giving report. It's out there. You can see our charitable giving report from the moment the state started counting our charitable giving. So there are no secrets. We are official. We are legit. You can file it on your taxes, get your write-off. So we just need younger people to join to keep this thing going. We began in 1977. W.C. Gordon and Richard Porter and several others.
Man. I didn't know Richard Porter. You know, my dad was his accountant.
Oh, I'm surprised your dad's not one of our charter members. He probably is.
Richard Clark. I mean, shout out to Pops, man. He you know, but keep going. Richard Porter, that's my guy. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace to him.
Exactly.
Porter Insurance.
Exactly, Porter's Insurance. And we have just trying to keep the legacy going. Just, one of our slogans is protecting the legacy. Besides guard the yard, we're protecting the legacy. But that's our slogan since before Prime. Someone said last week to me, Prime put us on the map. It kind of made me mad. I walked away because I got so, I was in a primarily white space.
Yeah.
And so my coworker, he was just like, you weren't feeling the comment. I mean, I just had to walk away because I didn't want to.
Had that happen to me this morning. I was getting on the plane. Guy, I always travel with my JSU merch on. Dude come up to me, man, what y'all gonna do since Dion gone? I said the same thing we was doing when he was here. We gonna kick ass. Pardon my French. I said, but here, I got a better question for you though. What Dion gonna do without us? I said, you got to win, don't it? He said, well, that is a good point. Now, don't y'all DDR so come after me because y'all know Dion got to win. It's all glitz and glamour. Let him go 3 and let him win 2 games. That noise gonna turn down real fast. I don't want to hear nobody no schedule. I don't hear none of that, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But the people love running up to you now. And Dion, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. I don't frown at it. But I always fire one back at him. Say you gonna keep following him. Now when he lose, what you gonna say then? But keep going.
But I just, I feel like people don't pay attention to why Dion wanted to be a JSU, why Dion sought to come to JSU. We didn't go out looking for him. He came looking for us. So he knew to build his career, he had to be a JSU. When you think HBCU football, it is JSU. Yeah, you can't put any other school in the conversation and exclude JSU. And that's no shade to Grambling or Southern. Because
that's what these folk be in my chat looking all the time. They come over here knowing they hate us, but they can't stop looking. But
but that's no shade to them. No one's going to mention Grambling or Southern and not mention JSU. We're all in the conversation. No one's talking about South Carolina without mentioning, like, they're in the MEAC SWAC. Nobody's talking about HBCU football. And before they name 3 schools, JSU is not one of those names. So it just is what it is. And he knew he had to be here. He came here. He got what he needed to get. No harm, no foul. But he would not have been able to make the career anywhere else.
Well, I mean, the thing that is factual in regards to that, not to make this a Dion conversation, it was good timing. You know what I mean? We needed a coach and he needed an opportunity. And people forget that people like to communicate it one-sidedly. But shout out to, A.D. Robinson for, having the vision to connect with him and sell the opportunity to him. But at the same time, it's like there was some opportunities that he did try to go for and they just turned him down. But when he got with us and he saw that it was a match, I thought it was a match made in heaven, but then people they wanted to come knock on the doors then. So, I mean, he got what he wanted. We got what we needed. and we moved into the TC Taylor era, and we ready to continue on and
And I'm
continue.
glad you said that because it's not a DI conversation. It's just to point out that JSU has been here. We are here. We're still here, and we have been great. You know, we fluttered for a while, but you can't stay on top all the time. But we're headed back to the top. As
Right.
I said, we're supporting the tailor-made era. It
Love.
is so. It is what it is. We got to support Coach Taylor. I love Coach Taylor and his family. I love all the coaches
No
from
doubt.
basketball down. So all the support, like I said, it helps the students. We have an endowment. It's over $100,000. I think like 120,000 now.
Okay.
So scholarships every semester. So we just doing it. It's constant, you know.
So I'm so glad you said that. Like we have we started a nonprofit. We got our 501c3, and here's the cool part about it. This doesn't negate. This doesn't take away with what we, because we still have some other things that we're looking to delve into that doesn't fall under the Booster Club. You know what I mean? So there's other legs. There's so much work to be done. But this was the thing: when you start in involving yourself in everything, when you move as when you move isolated and individualistic, you do a lot of things clunky. And we got to be honest with ourselves. You know what I mean? Sometimes as JSU, we got to look in the mirror and realize, look, this right here is not to step on anybody's toes. This is not to, because, you know, I'm, you know, part of 1400 Club, and we know there's a Tiger Fund out there, and, you know, in respect to every group, but at the same time, at the end of the day, we're here to support Jackson State. So when you not talk, I'm like, how many members are there? Okay. So I know we done added 3 members today, me being one of them. For those that don't know, I joined, I'm an official member now. You got to let them know that now. I did join today. I am an official member of Blue Bengal Athletic Association, officially a part of the Booster Club. Doesn't have anything to do with anything else we're doing. And this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. It's not one thing or the other.
Correct.
It's not you do this. If I do this, I can't do that. I can be a part of all of it.
Correct.
So
Because
I want to send a shout out to my brother Johnny out there. Johnny joined, and then my sister Anissa Hose, she joined as well. So I know we added 3 today, and I said I was gonna put that out there. Now, for those that want to know how to join, we're gonna drop the you can drop it in the chat. I'm gonna drop the website for me real quick. Now, when you go to the website, let me do this, and then we'll come back to it, because I was on there today. And the reality of it is this. I know you and I talk. You know, we're talking about the membership. This has been around since W.C. Gore in 1977, right? So, again, there was we had a certain amount of members, and then I know during COVID we had a reduction in membership just due to, you know what I'm saying, we got a lot of members getting up in age. But you have to have that youth movement, that the youth got to step up in place and come in the room, not to be invasive, not to be problematic, but to add, you know, we want to provide, you know, make this thing more visible for those. Because the biggest question that we had, you dropped it in. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna copy this and put it in the chat.
okay, because I don't know what I'm doing.
No. You good. I'm gonna drop this right there, and y'all tell me. Somebody take that. You might have to put HTTP. There you go. Veronica just dropped it. So if you're interested, go take a look, man. I didn't put the poster up, but we'll continue to talk about this. This is just one of many conversations, and I was excited when we talked the other day. They just dropped the link. You says how best new member get active. And let me say this too, because this gonna make y'all this fun for all you fans out there that like to be in the JSU spaces. You want to join too? You can join. Just hit the website. And I'm not saying that you know, this is for, you know, we want JSU alums and supporters, but the question that I always get: do you have to be a JSU alum to be a part of this Booster Club?
No, you do not. You can join. Any JSU supporter can join, and like you said, get into the action. Football, A1 and A2, the very first 2 corporate tailgates. We are always there. So it's always Blue Bengals, then Bennett Thompson. It's free, open to everyone. Well, definitely free for our members, but we use it as a recruiting tool. So we feed anybody that come up. We even feed our other schools that come, you know, to play us. We feed the parents for
Yeah.
other student athletes. So anybody can, we feed the students when they come out after the game and they're starving because all the food's gone. So
Juggle be eating, boy. I was over there
yes,
all week, man. I was like, man, the amount of money we run through food and water and Gatorade, it ain't never enough. But we're in the
vitamin,
process
peanut butter.
of trying to create some solutions to like close the gap on some of those things, man. And the opportunity, the sky's the limit. I just think we just have to get on the same page. And this is what I always ask everybody, man. When we're talking, the biggest adversary to the enemy to progress is you know what I mean, is being stagnant and people that want to like how do you put this? Like some of the stuff that we run into is we kind of get in our own ways. I don't do nothing for clout. I'm gonna just put that out there. This ain't about no clout. Cause I actually had a conversation with someone, true story now. I was talking about this in our chat, and they was like, it just seemed like you pushing everybody away from you. I said, no, I ain't. I said, because what you got to understand is that we've been operating under a system, Tiffany, where if we don't get what we want over here, we just go do our own thing.
Correct.
Instead of saying, you know what, whoa, wait a minute, what you do again? What is it that you, wait a minute, we're doing that. Why don't we just collaborate? Like you already in the room. I was there when you delivering, you bringing in stuff for the hydration station and making sure that they got what they need. So I'm like, how do we take what we're doing and enhance that?
Correct.
How do we elevate that? We don't need a new system.
I've been trying to get people to understand. It's like just donate to us so that we can get more to the coaches.
Yeah.
We don't need you to go out and try to start your own because then.
So listen, I was excited because I'm like, hell, we ain't gotta go buy no water, Gatorade no more. Now I will say this: what I do professionally, we talked about. I'm not gonna put it on the airwaves, but there's some things that I'm gonna get to the coaches and make sure that everybody knows that there's an easier way to do what we're doing, and that's where I can help in that regard. And so if we come to a bigger, so here's another question: how active are they in non-football sports? Every sport.
Okay, let me say it again. We support all JSU athletics.
All JSU sports. This ain't a football thing now.
Right. This is not a football thing. This is a girls' basketball, men's Actually, we just purchased equipment.
Come on, Beef. Don't you start crying on me. Man up, Beef. Don't you start crying on me, big dog. Go ahead, though.
And then and so now we're about to expand that to the ladies' basketball team. Coach Beef is getting new.
85 Tiger Show. That's what we're doing.
All athletics, soccer, bowling.
So what people
all athletics.
And see, people don't understand, like everything starts with a simple conversation. How many times have we had confusion, ambiguity? People ain't speaking. You got people in the same building supposed to be working. We're supposed to be collaborating and we're supposed to be doing what's best for JSU, but this person ain't talking to this person. It's like, what are we doing, man?
And to take it a step further, we got to check for the boom whenever we can finally catch up with Dr. Little. I mean, we support JSU.
Now, I'm going to say this now. If you want to be, look, you do your thing. Do what you do. I'm telling anybody. So if anybody, I ain't looking for no new friends. And I ain't trying to create no enemies. But if I have to create an enemy because we're talking about doing what's best for Jack State, then I don't want to be your friend no way. I'm going to just put that in the airways. So let me save your time because I ain't gonna listen. I ain't paying no attention. Don't text me. If you text me, I'm gonna block you if you ain't talking about what we talking about. I'm just being honest because I'm can I be honest with something? I'm sick of it.
Yes.
I am. I mean, I don't have to get on here and talk about what we do. I don't even entertain that stuff no more. I realized what I was like, you know what? I see why we were called to do what we're doing. And honestly, my mentality is we're gonna do what's best for JSU. And when I realized we can make an impact and like I said, we're not trying to join. And I'm gonna say this too, because when you join, just join and be a great. Here comes Zoe. Glad he made it because I wanted to make sure he was a part of this conversation. There he is. I've been talking and talking and talking. We got Tiff on.
Hey, so
what's going on, buddy?
Hey, I was just telling him, man, like we've been talking about this for the longest, like just talking about how we could make things better just from a universal standpoint in general. And if that means I already feel it, I just feel like we just kind of, you know what I'm saying, coming in like, what are you doing? You stepping on, man, the hell with that. It's a new JSU. It's the TC Taylor era. And if we want things to be better. We got a lot of things happening. Shout out to the Blue Bengal Tiger Fund, all of our sponsor partners that are doing things that are partners. Shout out to the AD and his staff and everybody that's doing, because we got some amazing things that are happening in athletics from a facility upgrade standpoint.
Yes.
In various different phases. I'm not talking about just football. We're talking about football, track, basketball, soccer. I mean, everything, man, is being elevated. So shout out to everybody. But if I try to name everything, I just might forget something. So for those that need the clout, because I love those that rather just do the work and want to see JSU shine. That's what we got to get to. Let's make JSU shine. And when you and I talk, and I knew you was a behind the scenes type person, you ain't trying to be all out front. Not mentioning nobody. I'm just saying that's just what I got from our conversation, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna shut up and let Zoe jump in. What's up, brother?
What's up, dog? What's up, I Love family? Yeah, we talked earlier. So before I say anything, what this conversation is really about to be about, it's gonna be what you saw Saturday night with the Errol Spencer and Bud fight. That's what we about to talk about.
Oh Lord.
Unification.
Ooh, okay. I ain't see you coming with that. Okay.
Ain't neither.
Right. I didn't see that coming.
Cause when Bud won, he would unified all them belts. Got unification.
Two times. Go ahead.
So I say all that to say this. When Coach Prime, I don't even know Ken mentioned this, but I'm gonna mention it. I don't care. When Coach Prime after his press conference got whistled into a back room, get ready to meet, you know what I'm saying, who's who at JSU and meet other dignitaries. When it came time for certain of us to get in, and I wasn't there, let me just say that, but Prime immediately, his antennas went up, and the very thing out of his mouth was, why so many different parts of y'all?
He asked us that in the room. I was in the room, though, when he said that.
He said, why so many? Yep. Why so many of y'all? Because the reason why I asked it is, I think anybody would ask, because it's why are they one body? Why are they one entity? You see what I'm saying? And we're not fit to get into that. But what we can get into is, what's the old adage? Control what you can control. And so we can have a demarcation for how we're going to do things starting today going forward. You know what I'm saying? And this is not to, because look, it's right there in my name. I'm with the 1400 Club. But my love for JSU run deep, that I'm here to tell all y'all, I'm literally going to be a part of everything.
We just talked about that today. We joining everything because
that's just how I get down. But I say all that to say this again: unification. We're gonna be one mind, one body, one JSU. Because no matter what's being said or what's being done, what's the end game? The end game is what's best for Jackson State University. And as me and Ken say, with all things, we don't have any ulterior motives. Our attention show on video every day, and it shows in the work we do, right? So I'm a 6'4" mirror. I tell y'all that all the time. What you see is what you get. So again, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, any and everything that I do, whether it's this platform, whether with the way that I work, how I go about everything, it's all about. And so I'm gonna look at this shirt, right? Now this shirt goes for us against everybody, but at the same time, you know what comes before the VNS? The I love. Mm-hmm. So we gotta have one the I love though. That's the thing. So I say all that to say this: the Blue Bengal has been around longer than I've been alive.
Me too. I was born in 82, by the way.
I was born in 78. Blue Bengal started in 77. It's the official booster club for all things JSU. And the one thing I've always said, and I said it on this platform plenty of times, whenever we were doing our thing, we work in unison with the Blue Bengal Athletic Association, BBA, and we work in concert with Tiger Fund and whoever else. President, we don't care. Our thing is Jackson State. We don't have any egos into it. Nope. But my thing is, we never put ourselves in front of the university, and we don't put ourselves above any other group or entity. We respect our elders, and we respect what we fall in the lexicon of all things JSU. So I say all that to say this: we have to work as one damn tiger, as one JSU, as one block. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it for anybody who's listening like there's some discourse or discord. That's not the case. The thing is, instead of working in different silos, working together. And that's the main thing. And so I'm telling everybody, I'm a part of the 1400 Club. But guess what? I'm about to join the BBA. And guess what? Damn it, if I got to join the Tiger Fund too, just to get that thing rolling, to get everybody unified, that's what I'm going to do. So
I say this too, though. Please, family, please. I'm going to say this one more time. Please. I just want y'all to listen to me. Please don't take this the wrong way. Please don't find negativity in trying to become unified. A house divided cannot stand. We not aware of even Tiffany. We got problems we not aware of, and we don't have to be aware of them. But the thing that we're saying is that what can we do to help? Right? We wanted to talk about helping to become visible. If you want, like, we know we got momentum. We hot out here in these streets. We are. I'm just keeping it a buck. You see what I'm saying? And we did something, like we raised $50,000 through 8 live streams on a YouTube channel. That's unheard of. Anybody doing that? You can hate on it if you want to. For those that out in the space that like to put.
Oh no, I mentioned it because I'm trying to get people to see. Okay, it's not that you won't give. So come on,
Well, I know this was some other things. I know Rochelle talked to us about this. I guess we can have another conversation in regards to other ways. Like, is how do folks that want to just donate to the pot maybe don't want to join? Is there an option for that? Are we set up on something like a Givelify where they can, you know what I mean? I like those are the types of, like, there's a digital platform out there that we put it on there. It's free. The only difference is that I think is a fee with the money, but that's a write-off at the end of the year. Anyway, I was just wondering, is there another option for donating outside of membership?
We do run fundraisers. Like I said, I am very behind on getting the QR set up for Coach B. He probably ready to choke me, but yeah, we can set up links and because I'm trying to get one set up for Coach B so the people can just drop in for the fuel station.
See, they want to expand on that. Coach Beef, y'all know, strength conditioning coach. She's in the process of trying to create a QR code so that he is able, so we're able to donate directly to the thing that you were bringing in. So he has a fund to be able to go get the necessary things for the fuel station. That's pretty cool. That's all. And we can always share that QR code, and you can donate at all times or whatever the case may be. But go ahead. I ain't going to cut you off.
And if I can, and yeah, well, that's my goal is to just get something set up. Because, like you said, everybody might not have $300 to $1,000 to join, but they might have $20 this month to throw on helping us get some more muscle milk or something, whatever. And they can just keep feeding directly into the fuel station, because that's our biggest monthly expense for athletics is the fuel station, and then whatever else comes up. And again, for all JSU athletics. So we don't tell the girls they can't come in and grab a Gatorade because football needs one. It's all sports.
Hey, Brother George, see, shows like this, you get a lot of eyes, you don't get a lot of likes. That's irrelevant. But if y'all can hit the like button, we appreciate the support. But if not, just keep watching.
Though, because we're sitting at 60. We're sitting at 666 right now. We need one more person to come on and fall off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it, but there we go. But no, so for those, this is something that we did cover. Hey, you guys hit that link. Hit that link. Everything's on the website. It's 3 levels to it. There's a $300 entry level. There's a $500 level. There's a $1,000 level, and it actually breaks down all of the different perks that come with each level. Again, doesn't have to be. You don't have to be a JSU alum. I know Tiffany and I were talking on Thursday or Friday. I think that was Friday, and we were talking about. You said there's a member that went to a whole nother school in the state. Never really wanted. They just constantly just pay his fee. If you want to touch on that, that was pretty cool to me.
Right. It's a guy went to Ole Miss, a banker that went to Ole Miss. He just pays us. I mean, and he, pays for one of our larger memberships, and that he's never come to. I mean, we don't even know who the man is. We just know he just said that he liked what we were doing, and so okay. So that's pretty much just a donation that he gives every year. He cuts the check. The check clears. We send it. We get the email. And we just keep moving. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't want his tickets, his parking. He doesn't want his shirts. He's just like, here.
So
well, look, I personally want to start a drive. Let me cut you off, Ken. I personally want to start a drive here today. A demarcation starting is July 31st. We're going to put something to an effect August 1st. And this is me killing what the hell I'm about to say. We need starting August 1st to September 1st. I mean, leading up after the first game, we want to go to Miami. We need to get 1,000 people to join BBA. We need 1,000 people to join BBA.
Don't choke over that, Tip.
Hold on.
Don't you choke over that.
I have a cold. I'm not choking over the 1,000.
So listen, we're going to have a charter flight going to Miami. Everybody going to have the Blue Blossom Classic shirts head to Miami. We need to go to Miami as one mind, one sound, and one body. All things JSU with a new 1,000 members headed down to Miami as part of BBA.
Now listen, we ain't got no problem with collaboration, man. That's awesome though, Zoe. I mean, even at the 300 level, you get 1,000 people doing. You know the numbers. That's $300K in the pot off the rip. So
and we have corporate memberships. So if there are business members that want to join, and and that covers a couple of more individual, but yeah, we have corporate. We got it all. We just need you to join.
Man, that's a powerful call to orders, though. I like that. I tell you, man, this is fun. This is the beginning of what was that? Who was that just said? Tip. Okay, here we go. So everybody losing their mind. So Rochelle she's a matriarch of the channel. She's been she can't come on tonight because she's still in Mississippi and she in Bolton, and the internet is like AOL dial up. So
back in the 1996 version.
Yeah, she can't get on that. But she was asking if she could talk to you on Wednesday. I think it'll probably be best. I can connect you to, because Rochelle actually was the one that wrote up all the paperwork to do what we needed to do for our 501c3 to get started. And she's been educating me on it. And she always asks about the different sites. I think that's a conversation, if you don't mind. She'd like to talk to you guys. Y'all can have that conversation. And that would be great. Like I said, again, one thing we're not trying to do is come in and infiltrate. But I did think this too. I was like, whatever ideas, whatever the vision is, how we want to take it to that next level, I think within our alumni base, within our support base, within our fan base, there are some supporters out there that probably can help with that, even when it comes to like social media visibility. Whatever you want to do with that can be done. I think it can be without a question. So this is fun. This is why we do what we do. Every day it seems like it just evolves. I'll tell you that too. We both did. We just kind of be winging it sometimes, and stuff kind of fall in our lap, and we just roll with it. So.
Well, like I said, guys, I appreciate all you do. I am a little under the weather, so I'm about to get off because I don't want to keep coughing on the chat. But I do appreciate you all. And yes, www.jsubbaa.org, or you can email us at jsubbbaa@jsums.edu, or you can call us at 601-979-3134. I think is my extension.
Put all that in the chat for me, in the private chat. I'll post it in the comments, and then I'm gonna pin it.
Okay.
So, well, Tiff, I got a question for you though.
Okay.
Did you change your mind on Miami?
I will be going to Miami.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
I put too much work into it. Yeah.
Hey, but she
You know
did say she got 10 seats left. So if you're looking for a seat to go to Miami, she got 10 seats left on the plane, man. Let's
it's
go
on the charter flight. Okay, you mentioned it.
on the charter flight. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I might have to jump on that flight home. So if y'all got one seat left, I might be getting on that thing here to the house.
So Tiff, I'm gonna reach out to you tomorrow because I'm gonna run something by you on this new 1,000-member initiative that we're gonna push going to Miami. So again, we want 1,000 people join the BBA when we head down to Miami.
And I want to say, kid, I appreciate you looking at that tag. This was set up by our IT department because it's an official JSU email as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I never noticed that they had misspelled, so I will get them to fix that tomorrow. So I appreciate that.
No problem. We all here. We all family. We all one JSU. And I had one of my brothers, the OGs. He been told us this a long time ago. He was like, man, at some point we're gonna need to get some youth in the room, man. Y'all should look at. And I was so, I wasn't even in this space. This was a couple years ago. Never thought we'd be here, but so here we are now. And like I said, we had 3 to join today. Post that for me before you go. I know we're gonna let you get out of here.
You guys, because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't want
to put it in the same spot you just put it, and then I'm gonna post it. Like this is the I hope this link. Y'all let me know if that link work. If that link don't work, y'all repost that same link for me. But do me a favor, give me that number again too.
All right, 601-979-3134.
601
3139
979.
3134.
Yep, 979-3134. That'll ring my bell. Okay, I put our email in there. Okay, yeah, so I put all 3 in there.
All right, here we go.
I just put the number in the chat.
Okay.
Oh man, I tapped the damn thing and went to my email.
It's all good.
All right, here we go. Let me copy this and I'll post.
You feel better.
Now this is
definitely feel better.
Office extension. This is not a cell phone. It's forwarded to my cell. So now if you text it, I won't get it. This is the actual office number. So I know some people say they've been texting. I'm like, it's not a text number. This is
No, don't send no text message. So any questions you got, feel free. They said Ken and Zoe do muscle sponsor any football. No. So they said I can bring on 10 professional drivers who will work on getting coaches for BBA. What do you mean get coaches? We just need members. We need no coaches.
No, coaches are coaches' vehicles.
Getting coaches for
vehicles.
Oh, you mean the buses?
Yes.
Okay. For which coaches for what?
Yeah, buses. Oh, buses. 10 coaches for
buses for BBA.
I'm saying for what though? We have.
I was confused.
I guess it'll be at their disposal, Tiffany, like whether it's a game or whatever you may need. Just
all the resources you got.
So yeah, send me that because right now we have our charter company, but we can always look at another at another and a better and an alumni quote. So yeah.
Listen,
so
and this is
mail me that information.
I'll say this as you get ready to exit. Don't ever be opposed, not you, everybody. Please don't be opposed to suggestions. Don't close the door on suggestions. Sometimes some of us we get in these spaces and we don't want to hear it because we feel like somebody's telling you that you're not doing a good job. No, you're doing a good job, whomever. But don't be closed-minded to suggest. Tiffany, thank you so much for coming on. I know you had a lot going on, and I wasn't even sure if you was gonna hop on tonight, but when you text me, I'm like, cool, let's do it. So feel better, take you some cough meds, and we're gonna be in touch. We're gonna keep pushing the membership. Zoe said 1,000. Woo, that's a lot. Okay.
No, we started at 100. Now we're at 1,000. Anywhere in between. If we land between 100 to 1,000 extra, I'm good.
He ain't gonna budge. He meant 1,000.
Well, yeah, we gonna get there.
Yes, indeed. That was fun. Well, we appreciate you for coming on. Like I said, we'll be in touch. And we'll be available anytime we do a live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you need to come on and discuss anything, any information you need us to get out to the people, feel free to use us at your disposal, free of charge. No problem at all. Just let us know and we'll push it as hard as we can.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all was talking about numbers.
Man, that was awesome.
But damn it.
Awesome.
Hey, now, I need to have the flow for a moment.
You got it, brother.
So, do y'all know what today is? Today is July 31st, 2023. Today is the last day you can get your damn tickets.
I tried to tell him. I told him when I first came on, so last day, open all night. We are at an official number.
I'm pretty getting to that.
All right.
I'm pretty getting to that. Today is the last damn day you can get your damn tickets. Now I'm gonna say this, because us that we come in all different shades and colors, but still it all come down to black folk. Let me tell y'all something. These tickets went on sale, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, Ken, back in March. Man, I know you know. Y'all want to take a guess what numbers we did today on selling tickets on the last day of the last day that you could buy your ticket?
Hey, do you know how many text messages I got talking about tell Zoe I got my damn tickets? Nah, I ain't told you.
But guess what? But here's the thing. The chat. Y'all want to take a guess how much money we made today at JSU? Now I'm excited and glad to hear the number, but I'm pissed off at the same time. We did $30,000 in revenue today. That's a damn good number.
From the time Tiffany came on until the time she got out, we done sold an additional 18. We rolling.
So, but we done well. Prior to me even getting on this call, let me say this: we did $30,000 in revenue today. That's a damn good number, but I'm pissed at the same time because while we sit here and wait till the very last day, get to the stadium, we working the post-stadium workers like crazy because we wait till the 13th hour to go and get something done. We got to be there.
Hey, I hope y'all know them single game tickets go on sale tomorrow. We're going to bust the lining out your mouth. So I'm telling you now, go ahead and get your season tickets while they still got a chance to. The link will be open all night. If you got a set of tickets and you got a cousin you think might want some season tickets, go ahead and buy them a set.
Y'all got
feedback later.
I'm telling you, y'all got to be in this, man. We wait to the 13th hour to go and get tickets, man. Hold on. Hey, Bishop, you say it's payday? If it's payday today, you had the same time last month, same time the month before that, same time the month before that. And for the people who say they budgeted, you could have bought your tickets on Klarna and Afterpay and PayPal.
Hey, somebody dropped the link to the tickets, man. I don't have the link no more. It's on the website. Somebody dropped the link.
Oh, hold on. So hold on. They said it's payday, so they ain't got paid since February.
Oh yeah, the day is payday, the 31st. That's right.
Hold on, they ain't get paid on the 30th last month, and the 31st the month before that.
15th.
Oh, okay then.
No, I feel you, man. Hey,
come on, dog. We got to bed in this.
Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. We still a few hundred away from what we did last year, which is pretty impressive. So we having a really good showing. I mean, like I said,
I'm not counting people money. I'm not counting people money. That's the last thing I want to do. But we got to move better than this.
Well, in the context of it, like I get what they saying, like undeniable JSU alumna. Like I understand your point, but when we're talking about changing the mindset, we're challenging people.
Hold on. I just saw something. You're right. So I tell you what, it's July 31st, 2023. So when you wake up in the morning, you know season tickets go on sale next year around the same time, right? So I tell you what, soon as January 1st get here, this goes for everybody. You can start making preparation to get your season tickets next year. We got to get out of this mindset of always looking for an excuse for everything. We got to stop that.
Well, that's
what I was saying. For every excuse you can tell me, I got a solution for it. For every excuse you give, I got a solution.
Well, no, what I was saying was like, that's why I was saying, like, when you see, this is what I'm saying, when you're pushing to change the course of energy that is the same way every time, there's always going to be some pushback. Not because it's just, I understand that. Like I could give you the same expunge, like everything that we just said in relation to trying to unify. Somebody may come back and say, well, I mean, I get what y'all saying, but some people rather just let people do what they want to do. Well, that's the reality of being of a singularity, a singular thought. When we talk about unifying, the biggest thing that we have to do when we're unifying and trying to move in the same direction, you got to overcome some adversity. We let adversity push us into 7 different rooms. It's 7 people. Everybody got set. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's all that we're really trying to say. Don't be opposed to the changing of a certain mindset. Changing of a mindset is tough, man, because some people just like to do things the way they like to do it, and they rather just wait till the last minute. They like, I ain't gonna go up there until I have to go up there. And that's just their mindset. That's how they live their life. That's how they move and do everything. But for the folks in education, I mean, it's been summertime, you know, whatever. Like Jeremiah said, maybe they need to say the cutoff on May 31st and then extend it to July 31st or something. I don't know. But put that $1.50 Coca-Cola money in a jar starting tomorrow, and by next season, tickets go on sale, you'll have it.
Hey, you know what? I do one better. Don't even put $1. Put 50 cents in there.
Every time you bust $1, just put the change in there.
Put 50 cents in there, starting today.
Nah, but here's what I will say, man. We're getting close to last year's number, which is still pretty impressive, which tells me that there's a good amount of interest that's still in the JSU football. We're not down and destitute and all that good stuff. But anywho, we'll pause real quick. I want to get into, got anything else you want to touch on, bro? Before we get into these slides, man, while we still got everybody, man, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button while you're tuned in. If you'd like to make a channel donation, feel free to hit that Cash App down at the bottom, or you can hit the Super Chat. We prefer the Cash App and the PayPal because it go directly to the account and it's a lot more accessible than the channel, but we appreciate it. However you want to donate, feel free to do so. You can donate through Cash App, you can donate through PayPal, you can even hit Zelle. Look at the ticker going down at the bottom of the screen. All right, then, let's jump into it. As we talked about, we'll get with Tiffany on setting up Givelify. We still have our friends at KC-1400 Inc. Find us on Givelify. If you'd like to donate, feel free to do so. It's all tax deductible. We'll go from there. Football last week, man. We're in week 2, but we're going to talk about last week. We're going to get into a little bit of that. I had the pleasure of being there for a few practices. But football wraps up opening week, fall camp. And we're going to get into a few of the things that Coach T.C. Taylor touched on, though. Direct quote from Coach T.C. Taylor. Said they competed. Guys competed, man. Said Taylor, what made the opening days of camp great. Early on, you expect in the first couple of days, there would be some missed assignments, some plays without max effort. We told them earlier this week that we've got to come back and correct those things, and they did in these last couple of practices. They got after each other. We put the shells on these last 2 days and had some thumping in contact. It was a physical week. I would attest to that. I agree to that. There was a lot of hitting going on out there, bro. Next comment he had. He said, we talked about technique tackling. Taylor said, we don't want contact below the waist at this point in the camp. But still, you want them to play fast and understand we are preaching physicality. He's always said this, and he wants this team to be very physical, very tough. We teach them to thud up, making contact with the person with the ball without bringing them to the ground. Now, I'll say this. Now, I'm glad I read this, though, because I understand why he was lighting their ass up, man. Pardon my French to anybody. When I say, listen to me, man, the amount of times that, like, TZ was like, I told you stay off the damn ground. He's like, stay off the ground. And now I get it now. I see what he's talking about. Thud up. That's what he called it. Without bringing him to the ground and get to the ball. If we get 11 ball on defense and then have this O-line chasing and transition on plays as well as receivers on offense, we'll be fine. It's good stuff, man. Last quote he had, The flow of practice is going great right now. Taylor said, the thing I like about this football team is we're defeating the heat. Man, it was hot as all get out there, man. We had a couple of guys go down early in camp, which is true, which you expect. But these last couple of practices, guys have really focused in, locked in on what we're trying to get accomplished. D.I. Love, guard the yard, man. I'll come back to that in just a second. Early thoughts. What's your thoughts, bro? You got anything?
Hey, man. I'm sorry. I got 2 midnight. Get your damn tickets, man.
Man, they know. Let's get on to the football. We're gonna come back to it.
Get your damn tickets. But nah, man. When it comes to this team, I like the concept of thudding up again, trying to prevent injuries, which is damn good coaching. This time of the year, and so far so good for us. And again, knowing how we were on day one, looking at how we were toward the end of the week with regards to the conditioning and dealing with the heat, it was it was good. I'm looking at Mr. Brown's comment. It was like he's glad to be headed back to his mountain there in Virginia.
Oh yeah, it was hot, man. It was hot, bro.
But,
I felt like I was getting conditioning for this media frenzy we about to go through when the season started in a month.
So, it was just like I said, we're just getting started, man. It feels good also to have a week up on everybody too. You know what I'm saying, with regards to the conditioning aspect of it and getting adjusted to the heat as a unit. I also like the idea of already doing the team bonding that they're doing in the locker room. I keep saying locker room in the team meeting room. They've been doing, man. So we do a lot of bonding, man.
Singers in there.
Yeah, as a team, and it actually speaks to what Jalen kind of told us in regards to how some things were last year that they did as a team and how they move as a unit, which you guys could see on the full interview with the Under Armour doc. And so knowing that they're doing a continuation of that, man, it's so far so good, man.
Yes, indeed, man. Had a chance to be there for the first week. Like I said, I told everybody the thing that I really liked the most was the progression from day one to day 4. Haven't gotten a report on today's practice, but if it's anything like what we've seen these guys kind of get after it. They really get into a flow. Coaches are doing a really good job of creating some situations and got a lot going on. Bruce, thank you so much for the donation, brother. We appreciate that. Much love to you for the donation, man. Feel free to donate if you like. Like I said, you can donate to the chat through the super chat, or you can donate to the ticker down at the bottom, however you choose to, but we definitely appreciate it. Have a license, which is why our recommendation, which is legal in Series 7. I can't even fight it. Mary, I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, so let's see. Next thing up. Oh, man, shout out to Coach Beef, by the way, man. I want to put this up there.
Hey, man, what's beef?
What's beef? Got it up there, man. Coach Beef put that out there, man, said it's going to be the strongest, fastest, and most violent JSU team you have ever seen. Man, that's a tall order, Coach. But I believe you, though, because we got some things cooking over there, though. We got some things cooking. Yeah, we got some things cooking over there, 1400 J.R. Lynch, man. Give them a couple weeks, man. They're gonna see what we talking about. Some good stuff brewing over there, man. Love what I see, man. I love the progression that's coming along. We got some more news today in regards to some upgrades somewhere else on campus. And I'm absolutely loving it. Hey, Al B 225, what's good, brother?
We got that bow tie on the picture now.
Yeah, make sure there ain't no clip on, man. Zoe come after you, bro. But I had this up here because Zoe already done said it. This photo is simply to say, get your damn tickets. That's what they were for.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
You see them
that
tickets?
Way too. And TC tell you go that way to get your damn ticket.
There it is. Go JSUTigers.com/tickets. Layaway payment. Whatever you got to do. Coach Beef said, put some respect on my name. They're going to see, man, Coach Beef is actually laying the foundation for strength and conditioning JSU for the next
Most definitely is.
couple of decades, man. For real. Like they laying something. Him and Kendrick, and I know they're supposed to get a couple of more strength conditioning coaches in there. But man, love what they're doing, man. Absolutely love what they're doing. Again, like as we discussed in relation to football, all of our games will be televised. So, hey man, shout out to all the other platforms that's showing HBCU football. Unfortunately, after we play on in a month, Zoe, every game we got gonna be on ESPN. It is what it is, man. So make sure y'all get your ESPN Plus, especially for those that tune in, the fans of the channel, the silent fans, right? Them, make sure y'all get y'all ESPN Plus so you can watch the games. Because I know you're gonna be watching the game with your fingers crossed, hoping that we can lose. Because if we lose, though, we're gonna have 1,500 people in here.
Hey, let me say this because I don't want this to go unnoticed. At the end of the day, man, we can talk about what we perceive to be or perceive that can happen. The fact that ESPN picked up every Jackson State game, it says something loud and clear. Eyeballs on Jackson State, and we want Jackson State games because ESPN has first rights of refusal when it comes to game, and they're like, nah, we're not letting nothing with Jackson State go to HBCU go or any other entity. We want all JSU games.
Yep. Sharita Jefferson, that'll be tomorrow. But you should buy a set of season tickets tonight, and then you'll have that game, that single game that you want, you'll have that in your season ticket package. Think about that for a second. But go ahead.
So
the evolution of JSU football will be televised. What up, Coach?
Revolution 2.
That is, man.
The revolution.
I absolutely love what we got going, though, man. I really do. Let's get back to it real quick. Elite Showcase next weekend. We got the Elite Showcase, high school freshmen, JUCO sophomores for the baseball program. Again, practice players needed. It's for the men's and women's it's for the women's basketball, actually. So I've been putting this up there. If any students out there looking to do that, jump on in there. Student trainers, football team. Got the merge coming up on the 19th. Looking forward to that. That'd be a good time also, Zoe, to make the big reveal, but I kind of planted a seed around that time, but we'll see. That'd be a good time frame to do that.
Hey, man, we got 18 days left for that merge, too.
Sure do. Fall Fan Fest. The day after.
19 days.
The Fall Fan Fest. So, yeah, man, we are got some good stuff brewing, man. And y'all, one more thing. Today is the last day to purchase your Blue Blossom Classic T-shirt. I'm sorry. So if you want to get this shirt, it's on sale. Well, actually, it's on sale through tomorrow. So get your tickets first, though. Then you get if you got a little left over, come on over and get your shirt. BlueBlossomClassic.shop. Go ahead and grab you one. Coach Perry. Hey, Ken, is the season tickets have to be picked up, or do we use electronic barcode trying to see
Either or. You can go up to the mall and pick it up if you want to. If you place your order already, you can go up to the mall and pick it up, or you can actually use the email barcode they send you.
So yeah, if you purchasing extra, then Sharetta, they go on sale tomorrow. Single game season tickets, and they will be at a higher cost. I know. I think the homecoming in the Alcorn game gonna be $50 alone. So for $10 more, you could have just got all the games and just gave them away. Oh, he said that bow tie made out of wood. Damn.
What's up?
That's a little different. Parking passes. Call the ticket off. I ain't got no answer for parking pass. So call on up there for that. Glad you got your tickets. That's all I had for preliminaries. So yeah, man. But no, that's appreciate Tiff coming on, man. That was pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, man.
Again, we're gonna definitely try to link next week. Get the Tiger Fund on. Get them on next. Come on up here and let's chop it up. See how we can collaborate. Oh man. But yeah. Shout out to Austin dropping that content out there on the Yeah, Jay Shaw. I was right there when I saw that. I saw that one with my own two eyes right there. That was definitely a catch, but he says knocked the ball out. He punched the ball out while it was on the ground. You see that? That was pretty subtle. I said he pulled that off in the game. He actually might get away with it. It might, with these Swac referee, that's an incompletion. It depends on which day and which game and which crew you working with.
Hey, I mean, that sounds like something a player of the last line of defense would do, don't it?
Yeah. That pass was slightly underthrown, bro. But if he throw that thing, great question, Joshua. What question Joshua got, Tanya? All right. Are we still having night games? I saw on the schedule that kickoffs at 2 p.m.
All home games will be at 6 p.m. except homecoming.
Yep. Ain't on this. Yeah, we're gonna be at 6 p.m. So the only game that we're gonna be out in the sun is gonna be FAMU.
Oh, so hold on. I'm gonna say this again. All home games will be at 6 p.m. except homecoming.
That was Isaias. Hey, he's in great position. He just freshman went up there and got that thing. I'm telling you, looking good, man. Shout out to Spencer. Isaiah Spencer looking good, man. We did have a player into the portal today. TD, what's up, man?
What up, fellas? What do you do?
What's going on with you, man? Chilling, brother.
Life, man, life.
Oh, TD.
What's up?
I did one. I meant to tell you the other day. That was Friday. I meant to tell you, thank you, brother. I said Ken and Corey a nice, beautiful photo of me playing Tecmo Bowl. I just want to tell you about it.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Colangelo cousin if you watch, man. That's my church.
Shout out whoever it is, but I promise you, I lost my mind. I lost my mind the other day playing Punch Out, dog. I lost my mind. I just want y'all to know. Then I went to playing Double Drew. Man, look, I was 10 years old all over again, dog.
Really?
Man, look, I took a picture to the kid. Like, bro, look at this. I'm playing Tecmo Bowl. Original Tecmo Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Your fellow Seaway alum, man, my church member. He said, hey man, get this to Zoe, man.
Dog. I'm telling you, dog.
So shout out to Colangelo. Appreciate it, bro.
Hey man, appreciate you. Woo. Well, when I saw Walter Payton on a video game.
Might ask with John Gray's in rotation. All of them were in rotation. We just got a really deep defensive line. You're talking about a grad transfer that's got 1 year to make it count.
He's got to get on the field.
Got to get on the field. So, and then we got some underclassmen that are going to be playing. Big Junior, this is last year. I think Devontae Davis got another year after this. Jeremiah Williams got 2 years after this, possibly 3. Tyus Martin got 2 years after this. True Thompson got 2 years after this. Shannon Chicks is a freshman.
And that's the defensive position on the team.
Yeah, without question, man. It is. It is. Zion Walker. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, when you really get down to it, how many teams actually get into their 4 deep on the D-line? I didn't mention Braxton Barney. Braxton is an edge rusher, so I kind of left him. I haven't mentioned the edge rushers. I ain't mentioned Doyle, Webb, Braxton Barney, Anthony Smith. Like I'm talking about interior lineman. Graves was an interior lineman. So yeah, we wish him nothing but the best, man. Yeah, D tackle is extremely deep, man. I just, if you go, like I said, if you go with Jeremiah Williams and Devontae Davis starting, then you go, let's just say, just for shits and giggles, man, you go with Big Junior and Tyus Martin, second level. Then you go True Thompson, Juice Reynolds. I mean, then you go Stanley Cooks, Zion Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like that's 4 deep. So I mean, just saying like that's just the interior line, and you're talking about on the edge, like I told you, Anthony Smith, Tony Doyle, Phillip Webb. You're talking Braxton Barney. You're talking Josh Clark. You're talking, and then you're talking about the other D linemen that are actually interchangeable. Then you're talking about going with a 3-man front. You see what I'm saying? So it's so many ways that Coach Bradley could mix it up. So he had to make a decision that was best for him. And like I said, we wish him the best. We really do.
And Ken, all this with a 3-man front, right?
Well, I'm saying it with a 4-man front, but
with a 4-man front, you still 3 deep?
4 deep.
4 deep?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Got the deepest D line in the Swac. I mean, it was good to have him there because you know, you can just say you can say I got this, and I got that. You know what I mean? He was a great body to have. You know what I mean? But he had to make the decision that was best for him, and we respect it. Yep. But that was where we was at last year. I mean, it's only gonna. I think everybody has played, has had some really good moments, man. Really have. O-line seems to be gelling. Good little bit, much better. Kenneth Irvin, who stood out at linebacker besides Allen. I mean, the linebacker room has been, you know, you had Isaac Peppers, KJ, you know, Arrington, Noah Bouye. Jackson Berry, you know what I'm saying? Jamon McNeil, shit, JJ, obviously. But again, if we run a 4-2-5, you know, it's just so many ways you can do it. You know, so many ways you can do it. Appreciate the music, Jason. I'm gonna check it out whenever we get done. Did he ever practice? I seen him out there once. That's about it.
Not really.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, if you guys remember, so with Arrington had an amazing SWAC championship against Prairie View last year. Not this past season, but the season before that. I think that's what it was.
21.
Yeah, that's 21. So is the cornerback? Y'all keep asking about Tristan Sion, man.
Hey, why was the asking?
Like if you go check, look, if you hadn't seen him, like just scroll up in the comments. That's already been addressed.
We talked about this like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen a person on the field, chances are they're not there. You know, I ain't seen him. So for y'all, this is the thing. Y'all know how I am. If I don't see them and if they ain't there, they don't exist to me. And not in a disrespectful way. It's just you just focus on who in the room. Bro, who you hollering at, man? You ain't got to put it in all caps. I'm responding. You asking, I'm responding. Scroll up and look at the comments. Like just because you put it in caps, all of a sudden it's gonna change. I'm just saying we addressed it. So just how y'all get frustrated, I get frustrated asking the same question 50 times on the same stream. That's not directed towards you. It's not directed towards you, Henry Kelly. Don't take it personal. I'm saying that question has been asked literally about 15 times since we've been on the stream. We talking to Tiffany.
Hold on, Ken. I'm gonna do you one better. Just to keep down confusion on this open platform, we're not gonna answer questions about who's on the team and who's there and who's not.
I just said, yeah, they there.
No, let me tell you why. Because right now, the roster is out.
Well, here's the thing, though, Zoe.
One
thing today. If he's not, listen, I'm saying, even if he's not there, I know why he left. but that doesn't mean that he's not with the team. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes things come up because what you do, you say that, and then all of a sudden he's back, he's in school, and everything's. You see what I'm saying? It could have just been a temporary thing. Some stuff I'm learning. Our coach ain't like Prime, man. Some stuff Coach TC won't keep in house, and we just choose to respect that. So the thing I say, go look for yourself. Go check all these people they got YouTube pages and all kind of stuff. Go look and see if they got content out there on Jackson State. Go look at the videos. If you don't see them on the videos, if you don't see Jackson State in their profile, if you don't see them post, because every player, let me tell y'all, I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Every player that's at Jackson State, when Austin them was taking them photos in Toronto, they all got their photos and they retweeted them on their socials. So if you go check your favorite player, I'm looking at some comments about another player. He ain't there either.
There's no need to apologize. But look, any questions about the roster? The roster's out right now.
No, it's listen, until we might get a player to pop up in that thing last minute. You never can tell. We got all kind of stuff. It's a revolving door. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful. I know y'all want to know, but
hold on. So because let me explain to you why. Any roster questions, we're not gonna answer on this platform. If you want intel, top flight intel, and everybody here in the platinum chat can tell you. Get in the platinum chat, you can ask away, and you get all your questions answered in the platinum chat.
That's a good point. I ain't even think about that.
True.
As a fact, we go all in on that joker. Actually, as a matter of fact, I got to do this. I forgot to do this because I started a few minutes after the fact. I want to give a shout out to my brother. He texted me too. He said, "Hey dog, I'm official, man. I'm officially platinum member." I said, "Hey man, welcome to the crew, man."
Tonight. So I'm telling you, you want platinum content on a public forum. You want platinum content, join the platinum group.
Yeah, we keep a lot of stuff. We streamline a lot of stuff to that right there, just because. There we go. Shout out to my brother Jamie Otis. Man, officially platinum member. We appreciate that, man. That's a major investment of support to this platform. That's why we're able to do what we do, because of the supporters of the platform. Keep them coming. Stay locked in with us. But I shared something yesterday. Ooh, I was a little nervous when I put that out there. I said, boy, I had to say, listen here, boy, this right here, get out. You'll never hear nothing else. I ain't gonna say what say TD. You won't get nothing else.
Nah.
I'm like, I know ain't nobody got this right here. This is exclusive. I tell boy, like this right here, man. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm saying exclusive. So we're not just trying to feed you something by telling you getting that platinum chat. I tell you what, forget me and Ken. Look at the people in the chat that's telling you getting that platinum chat. You know why they tell you that? Because they're in that platinum chat.
Meet me in the chat. It's going down. Man.
I asked Ken, I said, Ken, you want to put that in the platinum chat? He said, if they get out, I'll go silent. Say,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna just go mute.
No.
Ken, what about this? I ain't got it. It's a trust thing, man. You gotta trust. Hey, listen, we ain't trying to stun on nobody or nothing like this. It's just that, when you get in certain rooms, you gotta learn how to know shit and don't say nothing about it. But what we do, we be like, hey, look here, don't tell nobody, but check this out. Then that person gonna go tell 15 people, hey man, don't tell nobody, but check this out. Hey man, don't tell nobody, but next thing you know, somebody come back to you, hey man, don't tell nobody, but I heard this. I'm like, damn, I was the one that said it. That's a bad feeling when we first got in the nose.
Right? You're good. You're fine, sweetie.
I ain't even reading the comments. So I don't even know what's being said right now. I had to go away from the comments for a second.
But yeah, so I'm telling y'all, I'm just telling you, you really want to know, get in that platinum chat.
Tell them again, dog.
Look, it start early and late.
So do, bro. It be going all which way. It's cool though, man. We again we appreciate the support. And then now that the season's about to get ready to start, it's gonna be some other perks that's gonna come with that. And I know Austin mentioned some stuff, but we'll definitely be tapping into that when that time comes. We sure will. How was your week, TD?
Man, my week was good, man. Hey, man, your girl KJ Sharp, man. That girl tripped me out in that.
And what?
Did you see that? You see that when you sent that guy to the goulash earlier, man?
I didn't even see what KJ said. What'd she say?
He said, I heard the tickets were $5 with a laughing emoji. She said, I heard the same thing about your mom.
Damn. Oh, wow. Nah, man, we ain't playing no games, man. Shout out to Brother C. Lee, too, man. Chopped it up with OG today. Yeah, man. Shout out to Brother. All right, let's see. Make people submit questions before show with a donation attached. Just thought, hey, man, if y'all want to do that, that's cool. But I'm still gonna stay on task. Like we're gonna still not some stuff we're not gonna answer, some stuff we will, some stuff we can't. Some stuff we rather just not be that person. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the information we get, we just tend to just see information. We see a lot of false information out there, and we'd be like, nah, that ain't it. You know, that ain't it. That ain't what that is. We try to keep it I ain't trying to make people like I ain't gonna do that because somebody might ask a question and they might want the answer to it. So yeah, so I did see Pee Wee Herman passed away, man. 70 years old, man. I got his real name, man. I was just looking at his real name. Damn, Veronica. What'd she say? But no, y'all can but here's the thing. Yeah, Chris Gonzalez is a big boy, man. Big old fella. Sir, so is Sir. Love the camaraderie of the team, though, man. They gelling. I know talking to Jeremiah Williams prior to, we talked about the things that this team would need. They would need to come together as a unit. I really like week one standout in y'all eyes. Oh, that's a really good question, Jay Shaw. All right, let's get it. Paul Rubens. That's right, Paul Rubens. Ain't it Rubens with an S? I think it's Rubens. Week one standouts. Sharetta Jefferson. Sharita. What we got right there? Platinum? Is that a platinum right there? That's platinum? I can't see I don't know what level it is. Somebody tell me.
It's blue.
What that mean? Oh, silver. Cool. I was just gonna send the email. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate all of that. Okay, so back to the question real quick, man. Week one standouts in y'all eyes. Who wanna go first? So I know you tired, bro. We'll get you. You on mute.
I see you're gonna have to go offense and defense. You're gonna have to.
Oh, we're gonna go offense and defense. Week one standout. Oh my goodness.
That's it I'm talking about.
Woo! Shiggity. Okay, I got it. I got my first. All right, who wanna go first?
You.
I guess I'm the only one going, huh?
No, you go ahead.
Go for it.
Right, I'm gonna go defense first. Week one standout for me on defense goes to damn. Oh, that's gonna be hard. No, it ain't.
Not for me.
I'm gonna go with Tim Stewart.
I like it.
Tim Stewart.
I like it.
I'm just telling y'all, man.
Tim
Stewart is my week one standout. Shout out to Tim Stewart, man. I'm telling you what I saw. I love him at the nickel, bro. I love him at the nickel because he's a hybrid linebacker. That's my pick for my week 1 standout for this week. Tim Stewart on defense.
Offense.
My offensive standout goes to number 3, Duke Miller. All I'm gonna say is I got one word for Mr. Duke. Special. That kid's special, man. The kid's special, man.
For me,
Mississippi kids, by the way, and that just so happened to happen like that. But go ahead, bro. Who you got?
For me, on defense, I roll with Kedrian Callaghan.
Okay.
Offense, I'm gonna stay consistent. I don't want to give too much away, but standout for me on offense is gonna be Jensen Riley week 1.
Jensen had a couple good practices, man. He did.
Natasha.
Hey, listen. Hey, he was right there standing next to me 3 days in a row. He know I ain't lying. I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen to me. I got a witness that was right there. Jesse balled out too. I'm telling you now, man.
I'm going somewhere with that. You can kind of see that's why I said.
Lee Bell said Alan Walker and Enrico Powers, not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. You can go Isaiah Spencer. He had a lot of good catches, man.
And he is special.
You can.
I was thinking him and Allen.
Yes, man. I'm telling you. Oh man, no, we ain't got Black Moses done popped up in this thing. Whoa. What's happening, dog?
What's up, Mark?
What up?
Look at Black Moses.
Man, just getting in, man. What y'all got going?
Hey, let me keep your same energy earlier. That's them kids' daddy right there.
That's them kids, Dad. I'm out of pappy.
Hey, you know what, Mr. Brown? You called it in the chat before you missed. Yep.
What up?
Hey, man. Duke the nuke.
Man, what y'all talking about? I done just got in, got showered up, and hopped on what y'all got going.
No, they asked for the week 1 standouts on the football field. And I went defense, offense. My week 1 standout was Tim Stewart playing the nickel position. I was highly impressed with him, with how he played, man. And just the toughness, he quick too, man. He ain't slow to the ball, man. He got great instincts. My goodness, man. I was impressed. Had a pass breakup with Jesse. Yeah, man. Right in the middle. I mean, he closed out, had great closeout speed. I mean, he broke on the ball and actually dived in there, and he should have intercepted it. Actually, he did intercept it. He would have had 2 interceptions in the same practice. The first one he broke on it, he dived on it, he dived for it. He just so happened to miss it. Then he wound up getting a pick on the next one. And several pass breakups. He's gonna be a problem in the inside because if he playing nickel, he's really a hybrid linebacker, man. So you got a for sure tackler with speed and toughness. So I love him at that nickel spot. I was just impressed to see it. I really was. And then I listen, man. We already know we got Rico Powers and Seven McGee probably penciled in as the 2 starters, barring no changes. Fabian McCray is up there. But we got somebody that, Mr. George McClorley. Trust me when I tell you, that kid is special too. But, hey, man, Duke Miller, he got a fan. I'm a believer, man. If anyone plays this man, I'm going to tell you like this right here. Eric, kid, a problem, bro. I talked to the wide receiver coach just the other night, right before Bud got knocked out Spence. And he even said the same thing. He was like, look, man, this kid is special, bro. Like his ability to, to create separation at the point of attack is second to none, man. Got great hands, quickness. Yeah, Duke bad. Duke real deal, man. Even talked to TC about it. TC said, man, this kid's special. He's gonna do some special things for us. So TC's really high on him. We got some lethal weapons, man, at wide receiver and running back and tight end and quarterback. Hey,
loaded.
Hey, he got to defend him, so he know I ain't telling no tale. What's up, E?
What's up, nephew?
I'm just saying he got to defend him. So
I gotta get out there, man. I ain't been out there this summer yet, so
you get out there.
You know how your boy doing it right now. I'm gonna get a break.
Look, we talk.
Hey man, it's just the quiet. It's just the quiet before the football storm. It's gonna be fun in a minute.
Trying to get it all out the way, so I ain't trying to have no reason not to be in nothing.
Thug it out, man.
Nah, it's hard.
Trust me, dog. I was off for 2 weeks and had to come back today to 180 emails. And I had all kind of stuff follow. I said, man, I'm tired of this. I enjoyed my life for them 2 weeks too. Woo! Gave me a glimpse of what it could be. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here like, this ain't it.
Yeah, there won't be any open practices.
Scrimmages. I think we're gonna have a scrimmage. I think this Saturday, and they're gonna have followed up with a second scrimmage in 2 weeks. I'm definitely looking to try to catch that
scrimmage. They're gonna focus straight. They're gonna get in the game prep for South Carolina State.
You're scrimmaging at the stadium or the field?
Field.
Yeah, I'll get an update on it, and then and we'll go from there. Somebody said an O-line, D-line, DB, linebacker this season. It's going to be a fun season, man. I really do. T-minus 25 days. On a rare occasion, we punt. Just wait till y'all see the golden leg. Oh, Matt Nall is really, yeah, he really is. He could definitely flip the field. Like I try to tell folks, we're going to go fast, man. The biggest key for me was seeing the O-line gel. Talking to Coach J.O. on Saturday was no, it was Sunday I talked to. Was it Sunday?
It was Sunday.
It was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And asked him about, what he thought about Kurt Ford looking good, man. Kurt Ford looking good. It's amazing. Shout out to everybody, man, that pitched in on that O-line shoot, man. They really using that O-line shoot a lot, man, helping with the positioning. They really are, man. So
yeah, he was looking good in spring practices too, so. But
seeing the way J.O. was on the O-line and how hard he was coaching them on day 1 up until day 4 of last week. Now, I didn't see practice today. We'll get Coach TC. Hopefully we'll get a word from Coach TC soon, and then we'll kind of go from there. But, yeah, man, he said he felt like day 4 was the best day that they had, which told me that they was trending
we're not letting none out the bag.
Oh, he ain't letting none out the bag. They can't win. So, Susie, I'm glad you said that. So this is one thing I want everybody to make sure we marinate on. We're not playing, and neither are the people that's on here watching. He playing. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, you still got to stop us. So what we're not doing is we're not telling saying that a player is balling. This is a player you got to. Yeah, at the end of the day, when you get to our starters, let's just say hypothetically, based off right now, we had to go with a starting lineup. Not going to name a whole lot of names. You pick a quarterback. Let's say you pick Jason Brown. Okay, you pencil him in. Mm-hmm. We know J.D. Martin. You pencil him in with Swac Media Day. We don't have to get into the 5 offensive linemen. We know we're going to have 5 up front. We know DJ Stevens is all Swac, so we know he's going to start at tight end. We just mentioned Duke Miller, who can possibly be a starter, Savin McGee, Rico Powers, who's been out on the front line. You see what I'm saying? When you start looking at that, you kind of get an idea of where we're going to look. My question to you is what DBs you got in the SWAC you got 3 DBs that can stop all 3 of our weapons, and then you got a nickel that can stop our tight end who's first team all SWAC? I'm just telling you. And you got a quarterback that you ain't really, you don't know, do you press, do you not, you know what I mean? What do you do?
I like the uncertainty. Whoa.
I'm gonna get ready to roll, y'all. I'm about to pass out.
My bad.
Later,
go Tigers, man.
Go Tigers.
Hey, Blue, come on up here, man. I need to chop it up with Blue, man. Blue dropped his all Swac team today. I want you to get your thoughts on that, man. I thought I see you pop up out here, man. I thought I see you pop up out this thing, man. I thought I was gonna see a little Evan Henry on there. I thought you was gonna show my boy some love, man. But it's all good, man.
Probably because of the position change. That's probably why he did.
That's fair. That's fair.
We seen him at with guard.
Yeah, he did put his sayings on there. That's right. First team all Swac. He did put him on there. Now he got the you know, I love he. He's my guy now. You got to earn that, baby. You can't. I'm messing with you. You got to earn that one, dog.
By the way, E, I got my shirts too. Appreciate it, brother.
Just saying now. Hold on just a second. Just in case, man. I don't know if you can or can't. I'll send that directly to you. But that was good stuff, man. This is the deep. Let me see. What'd you say? Captain with a K said this is the deepest man up roster that they saw in years loaded. I would say the past 2 years, the past 2 years have been good to us, man, from a depth standpoint. We don't want to be too crazy. Like we ain't, you know, we
ought to back-to-back champions.
Yeah, we were deep, bro. Let's just not be there. We're gonna be too, you know what I'm saying? Like we were deep, but it was some other positions that was much deeper. We're deeper at quarterback. We're deeper at
running back, bro. I mean, yeah.
Running back.
A lot of running backs, man.
A lot of them.
I know.
Losing Savion to me was tough though. I would love to have Savion and JD Martin right now. I really would. That's just me being selfish.
Right.
I tell you another person I would love to have. I would love to have Debo.
Yeah,
I think losing Debo hurt.
But that was a possibility, wasn't it?
He would have been at Tennessee State. He should have stayed at Jack State if you ask me. But that's asking me. Oh man, Austin just dropped another video on YouTube. We had it looks like the NFL player engagement. Usama Young came in, spoke to the team. I gotta go check that out, man. It's good stuff right there, man. I can't wait to watch that. Somebody was talking to me about something.
Get your tickets on Ticketmaster.
Yeah. So no, Atlanta tickets are on Ticketmaster. Yeah, y'all go get them tickets. I need one ticket for Rochelle. Gotta make sure. Benita, make sure you give me. Benita, if you watching, just put up with y'all. Yeah, get her a ticket with y'all. I mean, never mind on it. I don't need no ticket. Nah, I need to make sure she with them.
Yeah.
Cause we ain't gonna be available.
I know you wanted to get her close to the field.
Well, I just need her to be with them because I don't want to be out there, you know, isolated somewhere by herself when she comes. Yeah, but nah, we so that was my take on that. I would have loved to have kept him. Of course, Jerry Ente. Now, hell, I would have kept everybody that returned. I would have it was good to me. I like a lot of depth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, me personally, I thought a lot of the moves was, you know, moves I thought they could have just stayed.
So, Zordon, that's absolutely correct. I'm gonna go ahead and break some news. You guys will not be seeing any footage from inside of the meeting room this year. The stuff that Junior was showing inside the conversation, you will not get that content this year. That's a sacred space for him. He's made it very clear that he do not want that out to the public. So if you got an appetite for that, I suggest you go on a diet because you will not get JSU content from inside that room. There's other spaces. He's a different kind of guy, man. He's not Coach Prime. Like I told somebody, every time somebody asked me and say, hey, what y'all gonna do? I say, hey, look, man, this ain't the same team. Blue, drop the Swac, all Swac team. What's good, brother?
Hey, man, what's good? Appreciate y'all having me up here.
Oh, man. It's a good list, man. It's a really good list. I appreciate the love because, second team, we get Jeremiah, we get Devontae Davis, and we get K5. I like it.
And Matt Knoll, too, at punter.
Oh, yeah, he did put Matt Knoll. That's right.
Reed Enterprise, Drake. Reed Enterprise.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you talk about first team. Where Evan at, man? You ain't show Evan on. I'm teasing.
Nah.
Look, the position change, Blue.
No, Evan did change to center though. He's center now. He got.
I heard about the position change, but for me with offensive line, you guys know me, man. I'm so picky with offensive line just because that means something in my heart. And with Evan changing positions,
right,
and with Jackson bringing in so many people.
Yep.
There was just too much uncertainty for me to put him on there. Because, the worst case for me is I put him on there and he doesn't start.
I got you.
That would be sickening to me. I would feel embarrassed with the list. So I think that Evan was right there on the bubble. I really debated putting him on second team, but it was just I really wanted to put. I'll be honest. If there's a Jackson offensive lineman that I love his game, it's the kid from Lackawanna you guys brought in.
Blue.
Yeah, that I really feel like that kid's ceiling's through the roof.
It is real quick, Blue. 1 second. So there's a difference. So Terrence, if there's a guest that's coming in to speak to the team, that will be available. I'm talking specifically the coaches inside of the meeting room having conversations directly with the players. When Prime would see, you know what I'm talking about, Blue. When Prime would be in the room addressing the team and stuff like that, we got to see that. You're not going to see that with TC. So you're not going to see TC addressing the team in that space. But if you have a guest coming in, that's where they're going to meet. So you will be able to see that. So I just want to make sure I clarify that. All right, keep going, bro.
Yeah, so that's the only holdup on Evan Henry. So for me, I know a lot of people got confused with because people think it's just me building the list. It's not. I got some people that help me in terms of FCS guys and even coaches in the certain conferences if I'm doing an all-conference team. And the biggest thing was my rule is, and the rule we decided on, it's the same for the FCS All-American where I vote on Hero Sports and Stats Perform and all that. FCS to FCS transfers can be included, but FBS to FCS cannot. And the reasoning behind that is if you're going to be on an FCS All-American, FCS All-Conference, you have to have production at the FCS level because we can't take what you did at Texas and compare it to what you're going to do at Incarnate Word or in Jackson State or whatever. But we can take what Matt Knoll and Assayas did and compare it to the Swac because that's the same level. So that's why we include guys like that. Guys like FAMU's punter Trey Wilhort, who was a FCS All-American at Eastern Illinois, same level. So that's why I think some conferences should look to change that. Now, the SWAC is in the minority. There are some conferences that include FCS to FCS transfers, but I get why the SWAC, they probably just want to honor the guys who have been here forever, like the 3-4 year guys who've really built their careers in the SWAC. And I can understand that. But for me, I don't think that should outweigh if you have a really good FCS player transfer in, that guy should be on the all-conference team, like Assayas. I mean, that he was an FCS freshman All-American. Why is he not on the all-conference team?
Good question. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I can work. I get that. No, I was just I was teasing with that. I like the second team because I did feel like it was warranted. I mean, when you look at production, you probably didn't get the snaps, but even Jeff Weeks said that Jeremiah Williams should have been a starter. Like he's been high on him, even though Weeks is no longer with us. Having him in there, and then K5 too. I think when you look at a defense that's dominant, like you ask yourself, hell, there wasn't a lot of stats being gotten in just in general on JSU's defense. So the players kind of suffer a little bit from a stat standpoint. You can have some good players with stats, but the team actually be pretty trash, you know what I mean? Or the defense be subpar. But they had good stats though. So, it's just kind of like, how do you judge that?
Yeah, I think the DB suffered a lot because our defensive line was so good in linebacking unit.
Agreed. I think we can all be honest. All of us played at some level. I think offensive line, defensive tackle, and defensive back are probably the three hardest positions for the average fan to grade because you look at K5 stats, he's not going to have a lot of tackles,
right?
But people aren't watching the film. So there might be some people out there that can't even tell you if K5 played corner, safety, or nickel.
Right.
And those stats are going to be so different. And even with offensive line, because I'm sure TD can agree with me, because TD knows what it's like to be down in the trenches. You grade tackles, guards, and centers so different, because the tackles almost have like a boost, because the tackles are kind of like the free safeties of the offensive line, where they're going to get all the stats, they're going to get all the love, because it's an important position. But the guards and centers are graded differently, and they're graded a little bit on a different scale. So for me, I always want to try to make sure. Yeah, I always try to make sure to balance where I don't have 5 offensive tackles on the all-conference team, because that's unfair to the guys who are grinding at guard and center. And that's kind of the challenge, is to balance that, because some people are like, man, I don't understand. This guy was a baller. And it was like, yeah, there's not 10 spots for offensive tackles. There's really only 4. So if you're not a top 4 guy at your position, I mean, it's a tough conversation to have.
And then there's so many moving parts with that, Blue. Most people don't understand the offensive line. Of course, that old adage go, you don't know offensive linemen until they're holding. But you got to understand, they have to make reads. They have to, brush off. They have to brush off a defensive line just to go get a linebacker. Or they may have to pull around to take out a linebacker. So it much more go to it than people can even imagine with the offensive line.
Hey, this offensive line gonna be on. They're gonna be doing a lot of moving. They're gonna be rolling, man. And I just, it's pretty interesting to see, because I know that the first couple of practices were grueling. I mean, that first day was, man, the first 2 days were brutal. You almost feel bad for them. You see old linemen throwing up, and it was crazy, man. But then you see the day 3 roll around, they had a good day. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. So I'm really interested to see just kind of how they continue to gel. I like what you said. I mean, in all honesty, man, we could really have, if the guys that I'm big on the O line could really pull it together. I think right now we got 80% of the O line. In my opinion, we got 80% kind of solidified. I'm just looking for that last little. That's why I say I miss Debo. You know what I mean?
So you more concerned about tackle.
Yeah, it would back to me.
Interior, you think good. You just worry about that tackle position.
Yeah, that's just me. But not to say they ain't got it. It's just that for me, it's just, you know what I mean? Having Deontay Graham back is good, because he did start some games, even with Prime. That's right. Jason Brown was there. They got a lot better, which speaks to the development and conditioning is the other thing. You know what I'm saying? The heat, you're battling the heat, you're battling adverse conditions, and you're going fast as hell.
And then what about offensive line rotation? It's not going to rotate like the defensive line. No, because they have to have jail. That's why it's so important when the person go down, and you got to know your book.
And as fast as they're gonna be going, man, we're gonna be rotating.
Everybody got to know what's going on, man.
I was about to say it's kind of picking up now. So I don't know if many people know this. Michigan State started about 2 or 3 years ago under Mel Tucker. Man, they had like 9 to 11 offensive linemen rotate in and out per game. I'm talking about per drive, per formation. I mean, they had like a legit, almost 2 deep rotation at offensive line, which is ridiculous.
I think that works great for a hard-nosed, grueling running kind of team. I think that works great.
When they had Kenneth Walker,
passing, I don't know. Passing, I don't know, but running, I think that's.
But then, Mark, you have some offensive linemen who's better at pass blocking.
True.
So
we got some pieces, man. I like what I'm seeing. I do. I really do. The thing about fall camp is just attrition. You don't want to lose no bodies, though. And we had a moment in where that kind of hurt us a little bit, and in the prime. But we made it through that, though. But I think that's where the
we had a lot of injuries last year.
That's where the speed goes to, because the speed of the flow of the offense can take away the rush in some instances, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at how they're choosing to attack. We're gonna go. So you remember last year, Blue, when we watched Shador. Shador, we all can agree that the ball, we didn't go fast.
No.
We used to be like, bro, snap the ball, man. Like, come on, man. Like, what we do? Like, we was borderline. We delay a game, like damn near all game.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about this year.
Yeah, your snap within 3 seconds of the play clock a lot.
We liable to go 3 and out and ain't used but literally 30 seconds. But I know the clock gonna be rolling. I'm saying in real time, but probably 1 minute. You really ain't burning no time. So my only thing is but I will say this though, in this offense, if we pick up a first down, we're gonna apply a lot of pressure to some defenses.
I love that.
On the field. We're gonna keep them on the field. We ain't gonna let you sub.
I wish they would change that rule. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I get why they did it because I get where college football is going. They want to make the game more interesting, faster for TV, all that. But I think they should change the rule where if the offense subs, the defense subs. I think that should be a part of the. No, it's a rule where if the offense subs one player in, the defense has to have time to sub in to match that personnel.
Yeah.
So if Jackson State runs a different wide receiver on the field after that first down, the ref will stand over the ball so the defense has a chance. They used to change that back to make the no hurry huddle up even more effective. Because if I'm an offensive coordinator, if I have to game plan and practice subbing in time to make the play work in the 30-second play clock, the defense has to do the same thing and be ready to match my personnel. So it makes it more of a chess match. I think they're to me.
Play clock still runs too on the blue, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the play clock still runs.
I don't like that.
It still runs, and
you know the ball. You stop me from snapping the ball.
I remember Shador was like, "Bro, get out the way, man. We got to roll, man. The clock running."
Yep.
Oh, that hurt somebody this year. I forgot what team it was, but it hurt somebody because they wouldn't get out the way and let them snap the ball.
Yeah,
I can't remember if it was NFL or college, but it hurt a team.
Yeah, if you sub late, I want to say it was NFL, wasn't it? The Bills.
Yeah, it was NFL.
Was it the Bills?
I want to say it was the Bills in the playoffs.
They tried to hurry up and snap the ball, and they stood over it, and they just blew the clock.
That's just crazy to me. But I will say with Shador though, I don't know how you guys feel. Just from my perspective, I'll say this is my thoughts on this. This does not represent Ken or anyone on the panel's thoughts. I think Prime wanted Shador to show off his football IQ before the snap, and that's why it took so long. He wanted Shador to be making the adjustments. He wanted Shador to be reading the defenses, and that way he can go tell the scouts, do you see how he can read defenses? Do you see how he can make adjustments? He wanted Shador to be the guy back there.
Always, Shador called his own stuff. He'll change it in a heartbeat now.
Yeah, I don't think they as great of a coordinator as Bartoloni could be, and we'll see what he ends up being in his career. I don't think there were pre things where you know how it is in the RPO offenses where it's like this is your first read, this is your second. Shador could go to the line and change everything. And how many quarterbacks in the FCS? Let's take Power 5 out of it. In the FCS, how many quarterbacks have the power to do that?
Ain't too many in the LBS.
In the Swac, I don't think there's any.
Yeah. Yeah, now he was definitely a smart kid, man. But I will say that was definitely the case. And I mean, there was times where we were frustrated, man, because we was like, why is he in the game? I'll never get over the damn interception he threw against Valley. But that he wasn't satisfied with his stats. And like I said, I try not to go back into it, but we understood what was at hand. We know that the record was at hand. Shador was concussed, and he still made him play because he wanted to, break that record. That was important. And then, too, it was like it was what it was. So we knew that. There was some times when Savion was balling. Savion should have had 1,400 yards, man, easily. But there was times where they just kind of went away, and we were like, bro, it ain't there in the past, but – man, 36 eating right now. Let's feed him. So, but it worked out, I don't think any of that was the reason why we lost Celebration Bowl, but
offense played well, I feel like, in the Celebration Bowl.
He had a hell of a game. It's just the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Man, defense.
When you lose,
I don't put that on him.
You don't got the bodies, you can't do it.
Well, when they playing a physical style of football and you don't have the bodies to rotate, you down 6 defensive linemen.
Yep.
And that was like, man, bro. Those couple of reps was enough to give the D lineman rest, and it kind of went the way it went, and it was what it was. Shout out to North Carolina Central. They made one extra play than we did, and they won the game. Bragging rights for the rest of the year. And
That
beyond.
matchup would be amazing, though, in the Celebration Bowl, given all the NCCU connections Jackson has on the staff. Could you guys imagine the lead up
rematch? We get, man. Do you know? I want that, don't it, Blue? You know I want to start in Atlanta with South Carolina State and finish in Atlanta with North Carolina.
Retribution.
I want both of them.
A whole bunch of retribution.
Because boy, we mess around and get that. It's on and popping, man. I said if we win, then we win. Now that's what I mean. Like that's gonna be epic. And then you talking about TC being the first, winner of the Celebration Bowl after Prime lost 2. Like it's gonna be a different conversation then, especially if they only won 3 games over there. So we're gonna definitely celebrate our coach.
Hell, we can end up playing South Carolina State again.
There was no K-Tron, no True, no Julius, no Niles, no
Please. I think Mike Please left.
Mike Please had left. Big Country had left. Yeah, that's 6 right there. Niles was on the sideline in a jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aubrey was thrown off because Aubrey was highly, he was definitely then Jeremiah Brown got frustrated, headbutted somebody and got kicked out the game.
Yeah.
So it was a good ass game though, man. That game was epic though. Travis Hunter it was a great game, bro. I look back on it, I was like, the hell with that. I wish we would have won. People like, I'm glad he left with a loss. I don't.
I think 1 or 2 little self-inflicted moves hurt us. But.
Well, Jelani had already, even Big Boosie had hit the portal. Castle, so Castle had hit the portal. Big Boosie had hit the portal, and Jelani had hit the portal. So that's you talking 9 bodies. Jelani wasn't really playing like that no way. So we had a lot of bodies on the D line. No excuses, man. But the reality is, it is what it is. Maybe if we got Niles, we're able to, because Niles was helping contain the outside. Maybe you see things kind of play out a little bit better than what they did, but it didn't. So the rest is history. What is this Philip Webb stuff? Philip Webb, what you talking about?
I think someone might be talking about standout, maybe. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know if she's behind or not.
So this is a whole different team. Somebody asked me the question, like, how we gonna be? What we gonna do? I just told him, I said, look, man, just do not hold this team to what you saw last year. This is not the same team. It's not even the same. It's nothing close about the team. Not even the scheme that we're gonna run defensively. Like it's a completely different team. So we got to give them a chance to go out there and make their own name.
Yep.
But I like
they gonna do it. They gonna do it.
Blue,
I'm excited to see it.
Man. What's your thoughts on South Carolina State? Have you had any intel on?
Just about that.
I know Kobe said a lot of stuff. I watched a lot of his films videos he's put out about the personnel and everything.
Yeah, they're real confident. Buddy's real confident. I think the most dangerous thing, I think, in the MEAC, and this isn't even about just the Jackson State game, the most dangerous thing about the MEAC this year is everyone sleeping on Buddy Pugh. And he's got all that motivation. He's telling his players every day, see, they don't think y'all are good. This is the same team that just won a HBCU national championship.
Yeah, I think they already got
who they ain't picking up on. Us.
Yeah, that's not on y'all, but hey, NCC. Hey, Trey Oliver's real confident right now.
I was just going to say that. I think they already penciled them in as.
Yeah, Howard's real confident right now, wearing the rings to media day, and listen, Buddy Pugh. Yeah, but Buddy Pugh is man. He just has like an energy about him. I'm sure you guys saw it at the MEAC Swac or Swac MEAC.
I really enjoyed that press conference, man.
Yeah, man. He has that like grandfather vibe where he's always got a smile on his face, no matter what he's talking about. You just want to chop it up with him. But I will say, it's going to come down to Corey Fields. The offensive line that they had in the Celebration Bowl, all those freshmen and sophomores, they're seniors and juniors now. So they're all back. The defensive line with Jablonski Green, Patrick Godbolt, legit. I think replacing BJ Davis, linebacker, is huge.
Their entire defense.
Tommy Wash, you get the hats, all the J hats. Reed Enterprise, Thad Reed, holler at them. Go and get them now because it's getting close to the season. They probably.
I think, man, they got a lot of players that played in the freaking Celebration Bowl that still are there. So this team is seasoned.
Somehow, South Carolina State.
Yeah. They defense, it's gonna be hard to run on them, man. I'm telling you that now. It ain't gonna be no easy thing. We're gonna have to go out there and hit them back. They're gonna punch us, we gotta punch them back. And you gotta see who beat on each other enough to don't break.
Well, they go replace him with Shaq Davis.
Yeah, that's my question.
That was
wide
man himself.
It's the biggest question mark. I don't know what they're going to have at wide receiver, and I don't know what Corey Fields we're going to get. We can get second half Celebration Bowl Corey Fields, or we can get can't hit the side of a barn and we're getting blown out 41-14.
I just want to get applied pressure and see what the hell you gonna do, Corey Fields. I want to hit him all game.
Yeah, that would be my plan. Now, I'm not saying, listen, none of us are coaches, but if you're just thinking right now, based on what we know about both teams, what the game plan would be, I'm not letting you run the football on me. You have no proven wide receivers. We're going man v man, and we are bringing the house. And he better make some right decisions.
Hey, let me tell you something, Blue. I got to be honest with you.
The house will be broke.
In practice, it's simulated now. When Devontae Davis said party in the backfield, man, listen, a couple of times at practice, they were looking at the same route tree the quarterback was looking at. They were back there looking like, see, who you going to throw it to? When I say them jokers back there, man, I'm telling you, this is one of the most impressive defensive lines I've seen. I'm not kidding, man. It probably because one of the things I do love about him, and I gotta doff my hat off to the leadership that's there, and the infectious leadership with Devontae Davis and even Big Junior. Like Junior is working his behind off, man. This is the 4-star.
I almost knew he was.
You would have thought that you would have got, and I think I love it because you see a young man that had that feel like this is his last opportunity to get it. This is bad gear. And you see Tyus Martin come in and just kind of adopt that same mentality. You know what I mean? So the D-line is tight, man. They are tight. And they don't mind working because the best in the room are working their behind off. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you love to see about it because they know that the game was won. They got to go win it for us. They know that. This team is built on. But this is what's so crazy about the matchup now. We now mirror South Carolina State. Probably with a little bit more explosion I'm talking about on the defensive side, because the strength of South Carolina State is their D-line, and their D-line is it ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying?
Real physical.
It's not a joke. You got to give respect to Jablonski Green. He's a pro. He is. And God, what's his last name? What is it? 43, 33? I know it's 43. Godbolt. And these are some South Carolina cats, man. They're gonna play for that. They just like us, man. We kind of mirror each other, you know what I'm saying, in a sense of how it's built. But I don't think TC is going to go in there. TC knows we got our ass whooped in the Celebration Bowl, and he also has coached against Buddy Pugh while he was in the mid. So he's going to make sure that team know, because even when he alluded in the press conference, he was like, look, Buddy Pugh going to have the team ready, man. They're going to punch in the mouth too. They're going to be physical, and he knows that we have to be more physical. That's why he's emphasizing the physicality. FAMU is going to be more physical this year. I believe, that's going to be a tough out. They coming because of all the noise. We done talked all this smack, so now they're gonna be fighting like cats and dogs, man, trying not to lose this game. But this is gonna be their first game. It's gonna be our second. So if we can get that first dub, we might be able to go into Miami with some good energy.
Yeah, I mean, and talking to Buddy, I mean, he didn't mince words when talking about why he had to go get some new coordinators. When I talked to him at MEAC Media Day, he was like, man, we couldn't stop the run. He was like, we don't matter what we did. He said we could put 10 in the box, and they were going to run it right down our throats. I mean, they gave up almost 6 yards per carry last year. Damn. With the MEAC, with one of the best linebackers in the MEAC, 2 all-conference defensive linemen, and they still couldn't stop the run. That wasn't a talent issue. It was a scheme issue. So I think that's the thing that I think that's probably if Zoe was on here, he said because Zoe always said the trickiest game is going to be that week 0 game.
Yep.
You got as many question marks as Jackson has with a new OC and DC. We don't really know what South Carolina State's going to come out looking like.
It's going to be a battle of it's going to be a game of adjustments. How do you adjust to what happens? And you got to protect the ball. If you go in there with a protect the ball, don't beat yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a boxing match. You don't know, you got to size them up the first few rounds, and then you try to go in and impose your game plan. But we just got to do what we do. I believe that. So, I mean, we'll just have to see. I'm pretty confident that if we can go and take care of the ball, we'll be okay. I don't think it's going to be one of them games. I'm not feeling like, oh, man, we're going to blow these boys out. I don't feel that way. I just want to win.
Right.
That's the goal, is to win, to get that first one out of the way, because I think if we don't get that first one, man, it's going to be tough to get a dub, man, because everything else after that is rivalry, Texas State.
Rivalry.
Yeah, and then another rivalry.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, sheesh.
And it's all on the road, too.
All of it.
Yeah, they all in a row. We ain't got a home game to what?
23rd.
Fifth game?
Yep.
Hey, Blue, I see that you put Javion Howard, far as running back. Man, that is a solid. That guy is solid. That guy is solid. And with him being running back and he doing the things that he did last year and possibly doing more, why do you think Alcorn, I guess maybe the quarterback position, why they keep getting pushed out the picture?
They're not being pushed out the picture for me. I picked them to
got
win
the
the West.
West.
Yeah, I got them winning the West. Now, me and Zoe got a bet. Zoe doesn't think they're going to win 5 games, so we'll see, man. Me and Zoe always got that friendly bet.
I got the Soul Bowl determining who the hell going to play this, who going to host the Swac championship.
Agreed, Ken. I mean, because I look at Alcorn. Okay, so I mean, let's look at it from like a macro picture. Yes, quarterback uncertainty. That's a lot of the Swac. I mean,
that is the majority. Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
that's 2 returning starters.
Yeah, right. That's almost that whole division. And Trezon's not a lock at PV, and Andrew Body's coming off an injury. So you're looking at that division. QB uncertainty isn't going to be the reason I write off any team, because hell, the whole SWAC's got QB uncertainty outside of really Jeremy Musa. And then you look at running back. They by far have the best offensive player in the SWAC right now coming into the season in Jarvion. And his backup is a 2-time all-conference guy, Nico Duffy, who might be the all-time leading rusher in Alcorn history with like 400 or 500 yards this year.
Yeah,
that's a pretty
lightning, man.
Yeah, that's a deep running back room. And then Montario Hunt just got done putting up 5 for 100 on Travis Hunter in the last game of the year and led Alcorn
receiver dude.
Yeah.
Was he number 14?
Yeah, number 14. He's back.
Damn, he back?
Yeah. So he's going to be their top wide receiver.
Gone.
Yeah, and then Malik Rogers is back at slot receiver, and they have 2 or 3 all-conference offensive linemen coming back who were all sophomores and freshmen last year. So the offense looks great. And then you return Malachi Bailey, who, man, he was given whoever the left tackle or right tackle was for Jackson last year, he didn't want no more.
Debo?
Yeah, Debo didn't want any more.
Debo got his ass whooped so bad he couldn't even say nothing. He just looked at me and shook his head. But I still want him back, though.
Oh yeah, you still got to get him back.
Look at that with their daddy in there.
Yeah, and then TD. Yeah, TD. They brought in the guy who started above. Funny enough, the guy who transferred from Jackson today, the guy who started above him, Colin Scott. He's the new defensive tackle at Alcorn. And then you return Terrence Ellis, who had almost 100 tackles last year, and then the entire secondary is back outside of Cavante Key, who I got told today there were some issues with that one I won't get into, but they returned the kid who was on the all-conference team. I'm blanking on his name right now at safety. But, man, they returned almost everyone. And the special teams, their kicker was pretty good, and they brought in 3 punters to have a competition this spring and picked a new punter, which cost them the Stephen F. Austin game. And for me, I look at their schedule. All their games are at home. All their big games outside of really Jackson are at home. So why would I don't understand what people are missing. I just think I don't know. They'll have to explain for themselves. But I'm sure Ken agrees. I just don't see why people are overlooking at them.
I don't know why they got powder blue and mustard winning everything neither. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm lost on that one.
Oh, Andrew Smith's the name I was looking for the secondary guy that they got coming back. It was pretty good. So I don't know. Just for me, when I look at Southern, man, I can't pick them until they figure out their quarterback situation.
Me neither. I don't see what.
Man, I'm
totally lost on that one.
I don't know.
I'm not sold
at all.
Good on it. Alcorn is a tough out, man. I keep telling. I'm glad we got them last. I just think it don't make no difference who they got or who we got.
Right.
It's just a slobber knocker of a fight, man. And we get them in Jackson, and we just got to go make it happen. Our defense is gonna give us a chance.
Yeah. So TD, looking at, I just pulled up their schedule. They get Southern, Grambling, and PV at home this year. That's the main competition in the division. So really their only pivotal division game that they have on the road is Texas Southern. And no offense, that's really not a big home field advantage.
No, it's not.
There might be more Alcorn fans there.
Wow.
No, there's no worries. I ain't worried about them. I just think they're gonna win the West. I look at what's out there. Prairie View, I understand why Zoe said that about Prairie View winning the West, but Grambling, I think, is going to be much better this year.
The fact you guys got Alcorn at home, though, I think that's huge, because I don't know if this is the year that everyone would want to be going to play at the reservation, especially coming into the last week if they have a chance to clinch. Man, that environment last year was stupid. Could you imagine?
Bro, I go back and watch that video that I actually recorded. I think I've watched my own video like 10 times, man, maybe 15. That environment was so epic, bro. It was a great, great, great environment. It was fun, man. It was fun. It definitely was
we
fun.
had a blast. And, man, the sidelines were packed.
The Travis Hunter game, man.
That was fun, bro.
But I think I also went and looked back at the Jackson State versus Alcorn 2021, and I was like, "Holy smokes, that crowd was packed, bro."
It was what, 60 something?
Yeah, I think it was 50. Right,
58, I think.
58.
Yeah,
it was about another 20 outside.
It was definitely 20 outside without. So, okay, here's a good question for you, Blue. The assessment of Texas State and the probability JSU can pull out the upset. It's going to be tough, man.
It's going to be – I always like to say this, man. History kind of informs future predictions. It's just so hard to pick anyone in the Swac right now over an FBS team. I mean, 1985 is when Grambling beat Oregon State?
Yeah. If we would have caught them last year, I would have been like, hey.
Oh, yeah, easily last year.
This team coming in. Atrocious. Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. I can tell you that now.
I mean, what Kenny did is he took some FBS guys and brought them to Texas State. But the thing is if you could think of an FCS all-star team from those teams in Texas.
Yep.
Everybody that you think played well at Incarnate Word, Houston Christian, all these schools, they play for Texas State right now.
Every last one of them. When I saw that they brought the whole O-line, I was like, oh, boy.
Yeah. And with Kenny, too, this is the only reason I say it's going to be tough. I mean, Kenny is probably one of the fastest rising coaches in FCS. I mean, in college football. And Incarnate Word beat Texas State under Kenny.
Yeah.
Man, you saw, I mean, really and truly, like, if you look back last year, they were a blown call away in Fargo against North Dakota State from going to the national championship last year.
Oh, man, they teed the hell out of them up there.
And I would have loved it. I don't know if they beat South Dakota State, because South Dakota State would have ran for as many yards as they wanted against that defense. But the fact that he took Incarnate Word, who I just want to remind everyone, their first season of football was in like 2013, ever. Damn. He almost took that team with a brand new quarterback in his first ever season as a head coach to the FCS national title game. That's going to be a tough game to win, especially because, man, he's got Texas State fans believing they can go win the Sun Belt this year. So I don't think I know a lot of Jackson fans that I've seen, are real confident about it. And listen, as an FCS guy, I hope they win because that streak needs to end. And I've said this, Ken, me and you have talked about it. The SWAC is putting all their chips on Jackson this year. If Jackson doesn't beat Texas State and if FAMU doesn't beat South Florida, and God forbid they're blowouts, the SWAC's going to be looking at that future FBS schedule like, are we ever going to beat another FBS team?
Yeah. It's too early for me right now. Boy, that game is game number 4. And, man, we got a rematch with South Carolina State, FAMU, and Southern.
Right.
I'll get to Texas State when we get there.
And I think with so many question marks surrounding Jackson and Texas State, I need to see these two teams play.
Yep.
Before I'll make a real prediction, because we don't know we still don't know really and truly. I mean, I think Jason Brown's kind of the guy right now for Jackson. We still haven't been named a starter for either team. We don't know who's starting at 60, 70% of the positions on either team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just too much, man. So I agree with you, man. I got to see it because talk about the momentum difference. If Jackson's coming in 2-0, big wins over FAMU and South Carolina State, that's a dangerous game for Texas State. But if something goes wrong and you creep in there at 0-2, 1-1, the energy going to be very, very different.
Man, we go to Texas State 3-0, they're going to be tight.
Yeah, it's going to be a wrap.
It's gonna be tight for him. Like, boy, these jokers coming.
Yeah. Hey, I'm personally not with it, but how do you guys feel about, I guess, the 2-quarterback system, depending on, I guess, the matchup?
I always hated it.
Yeah, I ain't never really cared for it either. But sometimes, I guess it take different skill sets, especially, if you're playing depending on the opponent.
Ooh. I think it takes a special coach and it takes a special group of quarterback. Like, okay, so it worked for Sacramento State, and it's because, like you said, they had a run first quarterback and a passing quarterback, and they worked off each other well. It works at Southeastern Louisiana because they've been doing it multiple years now, and they all have different skill sets.
I think Texas State gonna play 2 quarterbacks.
Hornsberry and Finley.
Finley, yeah.
Yeah, Finley, Horns. Yeah, they do got TJ Finley, ain't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And they brought in I didn't. Who's the kid that was the 3-star kid that was committed to Jackson?
Oh, the kid, I forgot his name.
PJ Haddon.
Yeah, he's on the roster too. And I want to say they brought in another one, and I don't remember his name.
That running back we were supposed to get, I think his name, Darrow. I think he come out of Tyler Community College, or Kilgore or something like that. It's one of the
Kilgore turns out some athlete.
About 6'2", he's a 6'2" running back. Gennaro, I think, is his name. I think he's actually related to TC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. The other kid that they got at quarterback is CJ Rogers from Baylor. 6'3", 200.
Said Jay already beat.
Yeah,
he did too. Because Finley was starting for Auburn.
Sure was. I think Jason is gonna ball out, man. Get that starting now. We're gonna see the game day. Jason might be a whole lot different than what people think, man.
I ain't anything with TJ Finley too. Yeah, this third college. I mean, I look at stuff like that. I mean, you were LSU, then you went to Auburn, didn't get it. Then you here.
Yeah. So. Well, the only thing that worries me about Texas State is Kenny took a kid who's been to 4 colleges in Missouri, LSU, Nicholls State, and then Incarnate Word. And Lindsey Scott just had the best collegiate season of damn near all time last year. That's the only thing that worries me. Now you give him Finley that could throw the football 95 yards. Man, that could be terrifying because they also got a kid at wide receiver. I can't wait for Kevin Wiggins versus Joey. Remember the name Joey? I want to say it's Hobart from Utah Tech, man. Last year, 90 catches for 1,300 yards and 16 touchdowns. was the FCS All-American, and they brought him in at wide receiver.
Jeez.
Wow. Man, it's a lot to think about, man. A whole damn lot. Yeah, we got 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes. We're going to shut this thing down 2.5. My behind is getting sleepy. I ain't mean to disrupt it. I love it, man. I think we got a lot to chew on, man. I'm going to definitely try to get some. I think the scrimmage is going to help us see a lot because I think we all be in pads. They're going to probably go full time, and then we'll come back and see. But it's a lot to be seen. I think that South Carolina State game is a really good test because it's going to be some adversity. What kind of character our team got. We got to win it, though. We have to win that game. I think that game is a must-win, honestly.
I agree with you on that because especially with it being on 8, I mean, you guys know what it is. Everyone's going to tune in. Jackson State fans are not, just to see what Jackson State's going to look like.
Yeah, and then it's week 0. The only game is going to be in Dublin, Ireland. Notre Dame versus Army or Air Force? Who's that? Air Force, I think.
Yeah, but that kicks off at what, like 2 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah. All the other games are early because the FCS kickoff game
is at 7:30 on ABC.
I mean, if you ain't even got cable, you can get it.
I mean, don't go out there looking. Don't go out there and embarrass the whole family, man. We got to go out there and ball. Put on a good show. I just want to make sure we got the right looking uniforms on. I don't know what we're wearing yet. Got an idea, but I don't know yet. We'll see.
They're going to set the internet on fire with that. I know everyone.
That's how I played, and we came out pregame with a different uniform, and we came. Then we actually played in, or a different helmet. I can't remember.
Yeah. Pull the Georgia where they warmed up in like the red jerseys and came out in the all black, and then beat Auburn to death.
Yeah, I think that's what we did when we played Bethune there last time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But anyway, man, Blue, appreciate you, brother, for coming up.
Oh,
man.
for sure, man. Anytime, man. You know how it is. And I'm sure during the season, man, we're going to chop it up about some football, man. I can't wait for kickoff. It's dragging now.
Tomorrow is officially August 1st. We are officially on the clock. Football season. Everybody that's watching, if you haven't gotten your season tickets, the link will be up until the morning. And after that, no more season tickets available. So go ahead and get your season tickets, man.
Hey, Blue, you looking to catch in the game in Jackson?
Yeah, that Alcorn game for sure.
Yeah,
that's on the list, and then gonna try to make another one sometime during the season. I think Valley's reached out to me just because I know some of the coaches. They want me up there for the Jackson Valley game, so that might be another Jackson game I hit up because I've never been to Valley yet, and so I just kind of want to see because I heard the Jackson game's the one to go to.
It's the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, right. We do go to them this year.
We go to Itabena, man.
Yeah.
Little Itabena. We'll be up there. Come up there to bust some heads. Valley gonna be good though. Valley got to commit today. 2024 commit.
Out of my hometown.
Hey, man. I said, boy, Valley up there doing his thing. Coach Wade doing his thing, man.
Landed a kid out of Viger High School over all the in-state schools, including North Alabama, whose head coach coached at Viger, and their linebacker coach, who was his position coach, is a Viger alum and played in the league. That's a recruiting.
Wow.
What Valley coach? He came from Delta State, didn't he?
Yeah, the head coach. Yeah, he was over at Delta State last year.
Man, that's a good number. We got up to 6,100 on ticket sales. Not too shabby. We was at 66 and some change on the prime. So we fell about 600 short. But anyway, all right, fellas, man, I'm gonna call it. Appreciate everybody for coming on, man. I love. Go Tigers, baby. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm tired as hell.
Later, guys.
Later.
All right, peace out, everybody. Peace.
All right, brothers.